Warning. You are entering Open Lines Friday. For today anything goes. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena. Friday. It's Open Lines Friday. Anybody can join. Everybody should join. The link is in the description of the video. I'm going to be posting the link as well in the chat. And yep, we're going to talk about anything related to boxing. All right. Next weekend, we have the Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez fight. So that's going to be big. This weekend, unfortunately, we don't have anything of interest, but I think we can start talking about this mega fight between Taylor and Lopez. Also, we can discuss, what's going to be happening in the second part, or what you guys want to happen in the second part of the year, all right, after the summer. All right, let's see. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Superstar Donic, SS Games, Alfredo Contreras, Danny Brown, Mexican, Terry O'Conman, SSC. Who else do we have here? Omar E, The Quacks, Knockout Net, Hard Recoil, Reverend Pickles, Sean Anthony, JAM84. All right, guys, let's get this party started. Oh, by the way, I noticed that the big chat, as I call it, it's not working. Give me 2 seconds here. There we go. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the BDA Gaming channel. We have a video game channel now. The link is in the description. We're going to be playing video games. We already have like 4 to 5 people. Suter Sayer, Never Sober, I believe, as well. Never Sober has that game. We're going to be playing Chivalry 2. So we're going to be playing multiplayer, and we're going to be streaming it. All right, so make sure you subscribe if you're into video games. We're going to be doing multiplayer. And also we have a Second Renaissance, the Second Renaissance channel. You guys don't know all about it. It's where we talk about anything and everything that isn't related to politics. So we talk about real stuff, people. We only do this on Rumble because, as you guys know, there's censorship on YouTube. This is communist China. Everybody likes to talk about China, but, maybe we are living in China. All right. Let's get this party started. Guys, join, because I'm just by myself here. Can't run a show by myself here. I'm not a bullshit talker. Oh, let's take some questions from the chat. What are people saying here? Superstar says, haven't played Chivalry. Oh, yeah, by the way, Chivalry 2 is a cross-platform game, so doesn't matter on which platform you're playing it. We can all play it together. multiplayer. So that's why we chose also that game, because it's cross-platform. Let's see. SS Games says Jimmy was right about Tank going to jail this year. Yeah, he's gonna be there for 3 months, I believe. SS Game says, how much is the game? Fuck, I don't know anymore, man. You could wait for the Steam sale, which is happening on June the 29th, I believe. Shouldn't be super expensive, though. Terry O'Connor says 60 days, I think. So, okay. 2 months in jail. El Único Cocho says Chivalry on Game... Yeah, it's on Xbox Game Pass, I believe. Oh, no, PlayStation Game Pass. One of these Game Passes. Check it out. Check your Game Pass. I think it's the PlayStation 1. Kevin says jail is perfect. Yeah, I mean, for what he did, he should be getting more time. But then again, who am I to say? Who am I to judge this guy, right? Oh, fuck it. No, that guy should be in jail for a long time. I don't even know how he got this light sentence. I guess money does talk. But, yeah, you know what? I want to see Tank against Shakur Stevenson or Tank against Devin Haney. I want to see these guys fight. And I just have a feeling that this isn't going to happen. Devin Haney's already talking about now moving up in weight. Supposedly he wants to fight Prograis. I don't even think that fight's going to happen. I actually think he's going to just be taking on easy fights and claiming that nobody wants to fight him. That's excuses. Shakur probably will do the same thing. And I'm not saying because Shakur doesn't want to fight anybody, just there won't be anybody to fight. Superstar Donny says going to have a disadvantage playing against PC players. Now, apparently, if you play with the controller, it's not that bad. You'll see, man. Yeah, forget there's a Discord channel. So once you when you go to the channel, the BDA Gaming channel, there's a Discord link there. You'll see it. So subscribe to the Discord gaming thing, whatever it's called. All right, we have.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Welcome to the show, man.
Don't sound so excited, Bucho.
I'm a bit tired, man. It's Friday, man. I'm fucking tired, but yeah. No, I'm excited about this, guys. About playing online. It's gonna be great. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Chivalry 2 is a very good game. We're gonna be fucking streaming that shit. It's gonna be funny as hell. All right, let's get to boxing here. We have Never Sober as well, guys. What do you want to talk about?
I like what you were. There's been a lot in the news lately. I mean, it's blowing up with the Ryan and the Oscar beef and the Tank going to jail. It's pretty lively, you know. And then the Tio, all the trash talk between Tio and Taylor. There's some decent headlines.
Is a trash talk?
I mean, it's not boxing.
Yeah, exactly. But is the trash talk really like hyping you up for this fight, for the Lopez Taylor fight?
Yeah, to me it is.
Okay.
I mean, look, with Tio's a clown. It's a clown show. And, you know, we deal with clowns all day in this boxing YouTube community.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the circus, man. You know, you're not going to get this in any other sport. You know, they're too PC'd up. You know what I mean? So when one guy breaks the code, it's entertaining. You know, like most athletes have to be politically correct, you know, with all these movements. You know what movements I'm talking about. Let's just speak on it. You know, the rainbow movement, like the Zone just changed their logo. Oh, you know, we see the way that God. They changed it's Pride Month, so they changed their logo to reflect their encouragement.
Their support, yeah.
Yeah, boxing is like the one sport where these guys can be themselves if they choose to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we criticize the behavior of certain boxers, but at the same time, like you're saying, if you can look at it from another point of view where these guys are being themselves. You know?
Yeah, I mean, what Tio said, they want black fighters. Like, who's really gonna say that? Are you ever gonna see a player or? I mean, they'll say it on the opposite side, like, oh, we should kneel or this or that. but let Tio say that, and it's like we see where the culture's going, you know.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's a great point. I mean, whether you agree or disagree with what Teofimo Lopez said, you gotta defend the right for him to say it.
There you go. Oh, and it's bringing a lot of eyeballs to the fight because, you know, Josh Taylor's a foreigner. And according to a lot of, you know, some of these guys who come on your panel, he's a UK bum.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so those UK guys are getting no respect. And even the Mexicans, we're going over there and beating their ass. But, you know, it just creates, for me as a boxing fan, and if I want to tell my friends, and they're going to look online and see Tio saying this shit, they're going to be like, yo, man, I want to see this dude either get his ass whipped or knock the white boy out. That's just how people really talk, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had Rarebreed dismissing Josh Taylor. I think he doesn't think he's a good boxer. I don't think he's a great boxer, but he was undisputed at some point. I mean, in my opinion, he's still undisputed. I know he doesn't have the belt. He's the lineal champ. He's the guy to beat at 140.
But we also want to build against a legit threat, not against some Jules and Dongo type of character like
exactly.
Crawford.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. He did it the right way. He unified like the way a champion should do it. Not like this guy Crawford. I mean, that was a pathetic run. One of the most pathetic unification runs I've ever seen.
I think that Haney run was worse than the Crawford run. Come on, you know.
You're right.
No, dude, Cambosos is better than Dongo, bro. I don't. And Dongo
you know what? That's a good point.
Dongo never fought again, bro.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, let's see how Cambosos looks in his next fight. Does anyone know who he's fighting next?
I don't know who he's fighting, but he's
fighting in July in Oklahoma
against
Maxie Hughes. He's fighting Maxie Hughes in July.
Let's look.
But let me just get this off. Here's the path for Cambosos. They're gonna feed Shakira is gonna get Cambosos is gonna get fed to Shakira so he can knock Cambosos out, and then they're gonna praise him as number one pound for pound.
Yeah.
Bucho.
Yes.
Absurd.
I have never said that Josh Taylor is a bad fighter. Why you?
You did say he was a bad fighter, man. You said he.
No, I did not. No, you need to pull receipts for that. I've never said that.
Okay, I'll try to pull receipts.
All right,
I'm pretty sure, man. And by the way, even if I made a mistake,
he has a better undisputed run than all these guys, in my opinion.
Man, I got a feeling you're lying here. You're out of character.
I'm not out of character. You just
fucking are out of character.
You're making shit up. I've never said that.
What if we pull receipts? What if we pull receipts about you talking about Devin Haney getting his ass pulled? What if we pull receipts for that?
Listen, we got to pull receipts on this.
I said that's not going to win either way.
You consistently disregard UK fighters.
Oh, hell no.
Consistently put them down.
Not Josh Taylor, though.
Not Josh Taylor.
Not Josh Taylor.
Not just Josh Taylor, but you consistently put down UK fighters. You consistently make statements like the UK fighters ain't shit. They're not nothing. So you know what are we supposed to think? I mean,
that's not Josh Taylor.
Narrative.
That's all you can say. I like Josh Taylor.
Hold on. You can't take this full Red Reed seriously, bro, because he changes personalities and shit like he changes names when he jokes.
I'm not changing nothing.
This fool don't have no real opinions. This fool don't have no real opinions, bro.
I would get emotional.
I mean, you're just not a boxing.
Bro, I heard you talking on another panel, bro, saying the opposite of what you say here.
I'm not.
So it's not about getting emotional. Even your vernacular change, bro. Even your vernacular changes. This fool blacks it up when he goes on the channels, bro. He starts saying nigga. He starts telling people to fucking fights and shit.
Nigga, I'll whoop your ass.
Are you putting on your best behavior?
Put some money on it, nigga. That's how this fool starts talking.
Yeah.
That's not like that here.
No way.
This fool changes
Play the tape.
changes his shirt.
Play the tape. So
I don't mind
Nigga need help over here.
But you're just not a boxing fan.
Man, you doing some shady shit over there.
But I'm referring to Bucho, bro. I've never.
All right. Listen, I thought you said something about. I'm gonna check it out just to make sure.
Yeah,
but,
check it out because I never said that.
Yeah,
shit,
but
bro.
based on the fact that you called them like UK bombs and you've used this term, you know, forgive me for like I mean he's from the UK, so.
No shit, but he's not a UK bomb.
All right. He's an exception, an anomaly, something rare, something we won't see again, basically.
Just like Tyson Fury is an anomaly. But,
there we go.
But that doesn't change my comments about the other ones, though.
Okay.
I said what I said.
How come it's very rare for Americans to go to the UK and fight over there and beat some champions?
Because this is Mecca.
Mexicans do it.
So?
I remember when Crawford did it. I remember when Crawford went over there and beat that guy for the WBO title. I think it was WBO. What was his name? Scottish guy. Scott. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he was praised, but that was like 3,000 years ago.
Kell Brook, Earl Spence, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Do it all the time.
Women's boxing doesn't count. Come on. Don't bring those stats in here. Come on. I don't even know who this other chick is.
Bucho, I'm just reading this. Does anybody know if Gervonta Davis is going to like federal pound me in the ass prison, or is he going to another home arrest kind of thing?
I have no idea. Anybody knows? I don't follow this shit, to be honest.
I'm not gonna put a celebrity in a real prison or.
Well, they're saying that he's going to like actually do time in jail. Like, what kind of jail are we talking about?
I don't know, but what is he thinking? Like, what do you call it? Protective custody or something?
He was in home arrest, but now he's going to like.
He's going to jail.
Oh shit!
Prison. It's jail, not jail. Somebody says.
That's nothing, bro. He's in a
county jail.
I was gonna say they're gonna put him in jail, and they're gonna give him 2 for 1. They might even give him 3 for 1, and he'll be out.
Yeah. I mean, that whole thing is rigged.
Yeah, you know what I mean when I say that 2 for 1? They'll count 1 day as 2 days, or 1 day as 3 days.
I speed up the thing, yeah.
Depending on the circumstances.
He'll have like a parole hearing type of thing, like, good behavior.
No, they just do that standard, you know? They just do that for because they have so many people in jails.
Okay, so he's just like,
just
what a fucking joke.
Yeah, man, it's the system.
That's a system.
The system.
I've benefited from this before, so I'm not going to complain.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's the system, right? You either benefit or get screwed.
All right. Well, guys, the link is in the chat. By the way, Uncle Pete Scalebender. He has like so many names. He says county jail. I think he's joking.
Oh, that's.
Is he joking?
Yeah, county jail. That's nothing either. That's like this.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't he almost kill somebody? Like, didn't he almost kill somebody? Basically, like.
Yeah,
what the
pretty
fuck?
much.
Yeah. Well, the dagger was she was pregnant. Like that was the dagger. That was like, yeah. On top of that, you know, and she said he looked her dead in her eye and she was crying for help. Because there was 2 other victims, but I guess they dropped it for whatever reason, obviously paid off. But she was adamant she didn't want him to get away with it because he was going to get away with it.
Oh my God.
And the judge had actually, they had reached a deal and they reached a deal with what do you call it? The DA, and the judge had denied it because she said, no, this guy's going to have to learn. You're going to learn today, is what she told him.
Fucking hey. By the way, Scalebender says game time depends on jail population. When he gets out, he still got 2 years probation with some special conditions. He'll violate again. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think people think
I agree with that. He will violate again.
But here's what I was thinking earlier. If people accuse of attacking Stank, like say what you want about Teal, but he's not doing criminal shit. It's related to boxing. And even Canelo, they always want to jump on Canelo. Oh, he popped this and that. But this guy's doing criminal acts, and they'll support that, which just, has been mentioned online. The arguments we hear. So that's the crazy thing.
That's a particular fan base that, doesn't give a shit
that's what I'm speaking to and who and for.
Yeah.
And so that's where I differentiate between these guys is like Tio, say what you want, like I said, but it's around boxing. Like he has issues outside the ring, but when it reaches criminal, to me, that's like where you draw the line and you got to say, hey, man, this guy's maybe not a good person.
By the way, sorry to change the topic here, but I just remembered, I think Rare Breed said he maybe didn't directly call Josh Taylor a bum, but I think I made a asked him a question about what will happen if Shakur or Darren Haney fights Josh Taylor, and he said they wash him or something like that. To me, that's disrespect. To me, that's disrespect. You know, you can't just wash a champion like Josh Taylor.
He has a narrative, bro. You don't have no.
He's what?
Yeah, that's a good point. He has no point of his own. It's just a narrative he hears.
So he has no real opinion. He just has a narrative that he's pushing towards, you know?
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even. Exactly.
So whatever convenient at the time.
I always accuse him of not actually being a boxing fan. I mean, how are you a boxing fan spitting that kind of bullshit out every week? You know, just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be biased.
Like he's not here, is he?
Boxing. He fell off. I guess he got his feelings hurt.
I don't want to roast his ass if he's not here, bro.
I used to I used to say that term UK bum because I remember watching them coming up. They were doing all these trash Frank Warren cards on ESPN. Does anybody remember that? Or Showtime? They'd be the just god awful UK fights.
On ESPN?
They were trying to bring on ESPN.
That was a few years ago. With Warren? With Frank Warren?
Like I want to say it's him. Showtime had a deal with them because they were trying to prop up Ricky Hatton.
Oh, you're going way back. Yeah. I don't know which promoter it was. Yes.
So I always had this feeling like UK bum, but then now as I mature and watch how great their fans are, dude, they have the best fans in the whole world. Like you can't beat that.
No.
Yeah, the UK market is pretty strong. If you're in the UK, boxing is really strong in that country. It's not. It's one of those things that's more of a cultural, one of those cultural sports now in the UK. It's always been there. So the fans of boxing, of boxers in certain, it turns out, man, and it's unbelievable. I started watching more UK fights just because of DAZN, and I was really entertained with how many people go to the fights. I mean, they're filling up soccer stadiums, and we don't do that with C-class, B-class fighters here, and those people do.
Yeah, they were C-class, B-class. Like what broke the mold for me was Joe Calzaghe. He kind of broke the mold of the kind of the robotic UK bum. I mean, he was a different level.
Yeah.
And then he comes over here and beats Jones and Hopkins.
Well, they were old.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, though. They were a bit past their prime, but still, they were. Hopkins had been on a good run until he lost to Calzaghe, I believe. So it's still a good win. But I was going to say, we cannot question the fan base. They have the best fan base. The thing is that the question that comes up is like, well, are they good? Are these UK fighters good? I'm like, of course they are. They have so many champions. I don't get this narrative. I really don't, man.
Yeah, because they're fighting each other. And I recently saw a post or some argument that said that Eddie Hearn is a bum and he's throwing shitty promotions. And, you know, I highly disagree with that because he's actually... Oh, it was because some of his fighters lost on that Katie Taylor card. And I go, well, he's putting fighters, good fighters against good fighters. This is what we want to see. This is what, as boxing fans, you know, this is common practice in UFC. Why don't we see this in boxing? And he's actually, a lot of people have lost under his promotion, and that's because they're taking on risky, dangerous fights. And there's no wonder
it's because of Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, there's no wonder they don't have an O anymore. It's because they're actually putting on good opponents. They're putting a fight on with a decent opponent, someone that can actually beat them. I mean, Joshua fought this Usyk twice, and you know, if he was with De La Hoya, he would never have let him fought fucking Usyk. You know, he would have tried to maintain his O for as long as he could. So it's one of those kind of things. It's like he's letting his fighters actually fight good fighters, and you know.
Well, I think
that's why the Haymanites adore those fighters, because they don't fight anybody. They fight once a year, and they fight scrubs usually.
How can you have a bunch of fighters with undefeated records in the same weight division? I remember this happening in the welterweight division with Danny Garcia, Sean Porter at some point as well. Sean Porter, who else? Keith Thurman, Spence. And then you also had Crawford, who wasn't on the PBC, but still, he was in the welterweight division. You had all these undefeated boxers. How can you have 5 undefeated boxers in the same weight division?
That's insane.
All claiming to be like some of the best. And
they're all the best in the world too. Like,
yeah. Like they're all pound for pound. They're in the same division. They're like you have 3 of them in the pound for pound list. Like how does that even make any sense?
Yeah, it's called the Floyd Mayweather effect.
It's prestige, man.
I mean, you know that's. I feel like that's kind of dying out a little bit. I mean, I'm starting to sense that Floyd Mayweather effect is starting to die out. People are really tired of seeing these prime guys with an O. Well, who are you fighting? You're fighting nobody, and we're just sitting there waiting for these guys to move, and they're moving maybe 1 inch at a time. They're getting things done slow. You know, how many fights have we seen lately that we say to ourselves or to each other, it should have happened 5 years ago, you know?
But here's the thing. Here's what I've noticed. It's like fans are either going to side with the fighter, they're going to blame the fighter or the promo company. Because that's what they were saying about Stank. Oh, he fought Lomachenko after he left Floyd. I mean, I'm sorry, Ryan. Like, it was Floyd that was protecting them. And that's what they say about Munguia, that Oscar's protecting them. Like, the fighters want to do it, but it's the promoters that are protecting them.
Yeah, like I think Canelo wanted to fight Golovkin a year earlier. But I think the lawyer didn't want him to take that fight.
Yeah, I agree. I argued that's what happened is that I think Oscar felt Canelo wasn't ready. Like, was speaking that Oscar didn't want him to fight Floyd, but he was adamant, you know, just like with Ryan. Oscar
he should have waited. You should have listened, bro.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah,
in that, like Ryan should have fought Stank, but
yeah, in that instance,
go ahead.
He shouldn't. No, and then he accepted the 152-pound catch weight thing. That was a bad move, man.
They try to catch Canelo again with that shit when he was fighting Plant. I think Spence was there talking about, yeah, I'll fight Canelo at 164. Like, no one ever even floated that idea out there. What the fuck? You know?
Yeah, who is this guy to be demanding such things? Like, who is he? He wanna fight Canelo, move up in weight. What's up with the catch weight? He's not even like a superstar or anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, like trying to set up weight.
He's the same age as Canelo.
Like, he's older than him, bro.
He's older? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who? Andre?
No, Spence and
Canelo.
Crawford.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
The Charlo brothers, bro. They're all older than Canelo.
I think they're the same age, though.
Right,
I mean,
you're right. No. The Charlos
Crawford.
are the same age.
Yeah.
No, the Charlos are the same age, but Spence is 33.
Oh.
Fuck, I didn't know that. I thought he was younger.
Wow.
The reason these guys don't.
No, bro, they've been close since like 2014, 13. These guys are all from that class, I think.
Let's see how old Spence is, because I heard he was 33.
He was like a class of 2013. I think his first way back then.
Hey guys, this is interesting. I think Redread posted this interesting picture on Discord where like they show
33
4 welterweight fights, 4 memorable welterweight fights. One from the 80s. It was Leonard versus Hearns. The second one was from the 90s, another welterweight super fight with Trinidad against Oscar De La Hoya. Third was Floyd against Pacquiao, and then they compare to this one, right? Like the next one is Crawford versus Spence, and I'm like, do you see a pattern here? Do you see something interesting here? Leonard and Hearns were in their prime; they were young. I mean, I think Thomas Hearns was under 23 or something.
Yeah, they were really young.
And then De La Hoya Trinidad, they were 26, 28, or not, sorry, 27, 28, around that age. And then you have Mayweather and Pacquiao over the hill, like fucking late 30s. And now you have these guys, mid 30s, Spence and Crawford. Wow, man, this is where we're headed.
They got to marinate the fight, Lucho. You know, they got to maximize the profits.
Yeah, this is the Mayweather blueprint for a successful mega fight.
I'm on Wikipedia, and yeah, Spence is 33 years old, and Crawford's 35. So this should have happened 5 years ago.
But forget that. Forget that fact. The fact is they don't fight. These guys haven't fought.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So check this out. So
5 years, bro. Like think about that.
So people are saying that Canelo's like, you know, he's over the hill now. He's washed, or people are saying that he's on a decline or whatever. No one's saying that about these guys. Because they never fight, and they're hardly in any wars. Like when was the last time Crawford was in a war?
I was saying that, bro, because Crawford, his last fight, dude, he just stood in front of the guy and fought him. He was getting hit a lot. And people, they'll say, like, oh, no, Crawford just knew he didn't have to pull all the tools out the bag. He just wanted to go in there and wreck house. That's the kind of style he decided to fight for this fight. Like, nah, bro, you don't go in there and just be like, yeah, I'm going to let this dude piece me up to prove a point. He's not Mexican. The only Mexicans do that type of shit. So,
and even if he did it because he wanted to, whatever, I'd like to see him do that at 154. See, that's a real challenge. That would prove to me that Crawford is really the real deal. If he, let's say, beats Spence, which I wouldn't really care if he beats Spence, because at this point Spence might be all fucked up because of the accident and he's old. But if Crawford moves up to 154 and beats some top guy over there, a few of them, then okay, then he's a great fighter. Why? Because now he's actually fighting bigger guys, or guys that are probably his size, right? And I want to see him. Get hit like that, like at 147, but at 154. See what happens.
I would say if he moved up and he actually fought real guys and let's admit it, the 54 division is pretty thin. It's not a very strong division.
Yeah, it's not, but still, it's bigger guys, and with decent boxing skills. I want to see that. Guys. Like, this guy is so big, man.
It's equivalent. Yeah. Crawford going to 154 is equivalent to Canelo going to 175. Like, that's the equivalent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage that he.
No, I think 160, man.
Let me finish.
That's little.
Oh, you think that's the equivalent?
Well, he was walking around the 175 or something. No, wasn't he walking around 170 something? He's walking.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, so, that's what he was claiming.
160.
But listen,
he's like the light heavyweight like Canelo. But go ahead.
This is my analogy about the Canelo. When guys move a weight, it's like you can move up to weight and fight the best guy, but you move up to a weight like 175 for Canelo. It's a miracle that he beats a mid-level guy because the weight disparity. Like, you're fighting that much bigger guys that even a mid-level guy can beat you, let alone going for the top dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like what Tio's doing. Like, he could have waited to get a Rolly, but he went straight to Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just a fan of his, despite all the other stuff.
Yeah, despite all the criticism we throw at the guy, this is a very good fight. I couldn't ask for a better fight at 140 for Teofimo Lopez. He's fighting the champion. It's
two undisputed guys, isn't it? Former undisputed champions.
Former, yeah, exactly, yeah. But Taylor is a lineal champ. He is the man to beat to become the champ. Even though he doesn't have the belts anymore, he's a lineal champion. So this is a great fight. And I'd like more people to give credit to this type of fighters who take on challenges. Teofimo, like Frank said, he's taking on the champion at 140. Canelo, when he moves up in weight to fight Bivol, that's a challenge. He's fighting a guy that's bigger, and you can see the difference, the reach difference and everything. Like, that's a challenge. That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen Crawford take on that type of challenge. And he's 37 or some shit. Are you fucking kidding me? And we're supposed to put him in he's number 1 on my pound for pound list. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He should be number 5, man. Mid table.
I would have put him there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like number 5 on my list just because of the inactivity also, and he fought David Abanesian. I mean, come on, how are you on the pound for pound list fighting a guy like Abanesian?
Smoke and mirrors, bro. Smoke and mirrors. That the boxing public can be easily fooled. That's why we break it down.
It's very frustrating, and it's very frustrating when you fight. Also, I was excited about the Porter fight, but that was like his retirement fight. So if he had fought Sean Porter maybe 4 years earlier or something, then yeah, I could see, some kind of credit is due. But that was his retirement fight, and I just felt like, shit, man.
I get here? No, I mean, people look at him and say, "Oh, he's good and he's great," and I get it. I get what they're seeing, but to me,
he looks good. He looks good though. When he fights, he does look good. But who is he fighting? That's the thing. That's the question.
That's the thing. It's like you can look good fighting average guys, which they really were.
I mean, very average. He looked good fighting the Mean Machine, and didn't the Mean Machine drop him at one point? I just distinctly remember.
Yeah, he was dropped. He hit the canvas.
They dropped him.
They dropped him. They counted it as a slip, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that was
unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But Virgil Ortiz fought the Mean Machine, and he looked a lot better fighting the Mean Machine. And Virgil got hurt too. He got hurt. He also got hurt in that fight.
Yeah, I mean they call him the Great because he beat up Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Like that makes you.
No, I don't think
now.
they. Yeah, I don't think that's why. That's not the reason why, man. You know what?
Well, it is the reason.
What is the reason? I think it's just
Ricky Burns.
Hell
no.
3,000 years ago, and that 3-division champ, and he's American. He's African American. Undefeated.
Yeah,
undefeated.
That's
Slick.
the reason, but
and it's nothing racist. It's nothing racist. Just what I think. I'm not saying anything racist. Just there's bias.
If he was if he was a UK fighter, he wouldn't get this.
Oh no. No, he would be called a Eurobomb.
But believe me, if they tried to do the same thing with like Jaime Munguia or someone like that, I would be calling bullshit too. It's just horseshit that you're overrating these people by fighting, lower competition. It's just what it is. And if we were sitting here arguing over, now I forget his name because such an insignificant fighter to me. The guy that lost against Bivol, the light heavyweight.
Zurdo? Smith?
Zurdo, yeah. They were trying to hype him up, and at one point people were like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna get to Floyd's record of 50-0," and I'm like, "What? Fighting what though?"
Exactly. It's not about the record. No.
It's not about the fucking record, and you can't just say a person's great. It fucking makes no sense.
I always laugh about the Floyd thing about he's gonna be 50. And people who are like casuals, they tell you they were gonna witness some sort of a historical moment when Floyd reached that 50th win. It's like it's nothing. It's nothing.
Fucking sick, man.
I was at work. Job.
And then he's gonna retire. He's gonna retire undefeated. He's gonna retire undefeated. Like who cares? There's so many boxers that have retired undefeated. There was this guy called Sven Otke. He was a super middleweight he always fought in Germany or some fucking shit like that guy was undefeated. He retired as a champion, I believe. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, I remember there was a guy, Benito Lopez. It was like 80-0, and nobody gave a shit.
Exactly.
He was beating actually real world champions. He was always on the undercards fighting in title fights, and nobody cared.
I mean, they're just hyping people up, and they're hyping certain people up because it's either, and I don't know why. Where's the money? I could understand if there was more money involved, but there's no money with Crawford. He's never sold a fucking pay-per-view in his life.
Yeah, they
wasn't Sean Porter versus him a pay-per-view?
Was that?
Yeah.
It was
a
pay-per-view.
I bought it. How much did that make? Like 200, 300K maybe?
No, not even. Like barely 150.
They lie with those numbers anyways. It's fucking Showtime.
There you go. Where's the money? I could see.
Well, we don't know. When these two come together, they could generate more together. It's like I think this is a fight that the fight fans have wanted for a while.
That's true.
No, but they're older now.
It's past its date.
It's past. Yeah, expiration date's already passed, and one guy's physically traumatized already.
There's gonna be excuses. There's gonna be a lot of questions. Whoever wins, that win's gonna be questioned.
If we get a good fight, and I hope we do, I hope we get a really exciting fight. I hope they do like a trilogy. If it's a really good fight, if it's a boring, feeling you out fight that they're pot shotting, I don't want to see that shit.
This is gonna be a riot. There should be a fucking riot. If this fight sucks, this pay-per-view fight sucks after being marinated for so many years, there has to be a riot. I don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna suck because Crawford's got the killer instinct in him. He's going to go for the knockout.
Yeah, but he's actually fighting somebody that's supposedly a lot better than anyone else he's fought. So we don't know. What if he gets...
Who's going for the knockout?
Crawford. He say if he sees an opportunity...
Yeah, he can say whatever he wants. I still remember that Postol fight, another pay-per-view joke. He fought like a pussy, man. When he was fighting a taller guy with a good jab, he was like... Go watch that fight, guys. Crawford, what a shit fest.
No, Crawford said if he sees the opportunity, he's going to take it.
He will never see it.
Specifically them saying, I'm not going for a knockout.
I didn't see the opportunity, man. I didn't see it.
Yeah, No, hell no.
But
Look,
it
man,
was the same thing.
without-
Look, man. Marvelin Hagler said the same thing. I just see an opportunity to knock him out. Doesn't mean he didn't fight well.
Well, listen, he can say whatever he wants. I hope he does it, but just because he says it, I remember that Postol fight. It was a shit fest. I mean, when he fights Amir Khan and Kell Brook, he might look like a monster. But when he fights a guy that's kind of tricky, he doesn't go for the kill. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Sorry.
You know, they're trying to sell us.
Might be the best boxer he's beaten, bro.
Huh? He beat Sean Porter.
I said Postol might be the best boxer he's beaten. Sean Porter,
pure boxer.
Right before retirement.
Pure boxer.
And he was big. And he was big. And he was tall. Sean Porter was small, shorter than Crawford.
Yeah.
They already
And by the way, Sean Porter
bro.
is a good guy. It's a good win. It's a good win. I'm not gonna. But then again, he was so past his prime that after that fight he retired.
Yeah, that was his retirement fight. That I just.
Like, what does that tell you about
see...
Sean Porter's state of? Yeah.
Look, man, they're trying to sell us the next Floyd, but people forget that what made Floyd big was that his name attached to Manny Pacquiao, and then he had a Oscar De La Hoya fight. Bud Crawford has none of that. They can't sell us these guys. You can't sell me that he's the best. I'm just not going to buy it, and I'm going to criticize it.
No, he's not Mayweather. He's not popular. He's not.
No, but Mayweather would have never been Mayweather if it wasn't for Manny Pacquiao. That's the only reason he broke.
I don't know. I think it was Oscar De La Hoya. I think it was a win with De La Hoya.
It was De La Hoya. It was the Mexicans he fought.
Think about it. De La Hoya even gave Manny Pacquiao the fans when Manny Pacquiao beat De La Hoya.
That's true.
That's why Manny got so big, and then you started seeing all these Mexican people like going for Manny, like they were cheering for Manny Pacquiao all of a sudden. So I mean, he gave them that fan base.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they try to do that with Spence to have him fight Canelo, which he probably got his ass whipped. But they're trying to create the next Floyd, and we're not buying it because we've already seen it happen. Like us as fans, we're not buying this Crawford bullshit.
Crawford's 33. He's not. It's too late for him. Like,
no, he's 35. Crawford's 35. Crawford's 35.
He'll be 36.
Oh no! Spence. I think he was trying to say Spence. They're trying to sell the Spence. Yeah, the Spence and Canelo fight. So
they were trying to. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. They were trying to sell us Spence and Mikey. Like that's how they were trying to build Spence is off of Mikey, but we weren't even buying Mikey. Mikey was like a fringe Mexican because he didn't fight. I mean, he was good, but he didn't have.
And not only
fight.
that, Frank, he's moving up to like 2 weight divisions.
2 weight classes, yeah. Did you see that meme that was going around? Did you see that meme that was going around? They were at the face-off and they made Mikey look like a little kid in an overgrown suit.
Yeah, Mikey was supposed to fight Lomachenko. That was the fight.
Yeah, Mikey. Hey, Mikey the same thing as Spencer Crawford, bro, because he ducked Loma and he ducked Crawford, and he went up to fight Spence, who was almost guaranteed to beat him, just so he can get brownie points for that shit.
He became a bitch. He became all about the money, like type of thing. And he thought he was bigger than the sport.
Some people say like this guy's all about the money, but Mikey was because he was really, really about it. When he went to Matchroom, he wanted that $7 million just to fight Jesse Vargas.
Jesus, $7 million.
I didn't know he wanted that much. Did they pay him that much?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they did.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a wrestling term, man. Called I think Bucho would know this. Like getting a guy over. Like that's what they try to do with Spence is get him over with Mikey.
Right, they help him like a push type of thing, or
yeah, to get him to be the next Floyd, and Mikey was going to be his De La Hoya, but we just weren't going to buy it because we knew better. Like this, a small guy.
Real boxing fans, they know. Okay, this guy's he's a midget basically fighting at welterweight. It's a small guy. Yeah, the height difference was astonishing. He was.
Well, but Mikey was pound for pound. I mean, he was pound for pound. Like people were putting him.
Yeah. Okay. And I had a problem with that. I mean, when he beat Robert Easter Jr., that was okay. That's cool. That's a good win. But I had a problem with him being pound for pound because did he fight Loma? That would have been the best fight. Instead, he goes up and tries to fight this asshole at 47. He should have fought Loma. Now Mikey's just not going to be remembered. Sadly, he's not really he's not really that much of an exciting fighter. He relied on the 1-2, and he was very boring. And it would have been better if he fought Loma, win or lose. More people would have remembered him. But now,
but they got Mikey over with the American public with Broner. Like once he beat Broner, they were all like, "Oh my God, he could beat everybody!" Like that's how you get a guy over.
And that victory didn't age well because look at Broner. I mean,
he's actually fighting this weekend.
Well, Broner's now with Don King. He's gonna revitalize his career.
Yeah, he's fighting this Saturday. Just so you guys know.
Don King.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Broner, they just keep trying to make the next Floyd, man, and it's not working because we've kind of figured it out. The scam.
Yeah, but
they're trying to make Shakira the next Floyd. And I don't think he's gonna need a big name like Oscar, but I don't know. I can't see him beating Virgil Ortiz or if he ever gets to Ryan. I don't know.
Shakur, oh yeah, it's gonna take a while for him to. I don't know, because he just came up from those lower weight classes. He needs to get to welterweight before he can really start.
No, that's a long way ahead.
But that was Floyd. Floyd didn't really get to where he was at, so he went to welterweight, and then he had to fight at super welterweight to really get that big fight.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to
for Mayweather after he beat Arturo Gatti. That was 140, and
that was his launching pad.
Was it after that he started moving up to 147?
No, after Gotti, he went on a Bum of the Month tour, I believe.
Okay.
Till he fought Sharmba and Mitchell, and then that's when he went for the Baldomir fight. No, I think he went to Judah after Judah lost to Baldomir, and then he beat up that scumbag Baldomir.
Oh yeah.
And then he was at 147. But yeah, the Gotti was the launching pad, and it fit, right? Gotti was well loved, white boy, Italian stallion. Mm-hmm. So it was like, that's what I'm saying, man. They keep trying to recreate Floyd, and it's not working. They're trying to do it with Shakira now, and that's why I said. So they're already building the Floyd effect with beating Valdez. So now, all the Mexicans are like, oh my God, he's so good, he beat our guy, and then they're gonna give him Cambosos, the white Australian. And oh my God, he's so good. Like you can already see it start to happen.
Yeah. Willie Gonzalez.
But with these...
go ahead.
Oh yeah, but with these guys, Spence and Crawford, man, they're over the hill. It's just, it'll be a decent fight, but I can already see it happening. That
Crawford wins this fight, and then what happens? Like this guy retires, or is there something else?
He said he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. He said he wants to fight Jermell Charlo.
He said that?
I think that's too much, honestly. Yeah, he been wanting to fight Jermell because Jermell's always talking shit about him.
He should do it.
Think it's not too much?
Well, yeah, it's a challenge. I'm not saying he's gonna win that fight, but I mean, this guy's big enough to make 154, in my opinion.
Bro, they already got the rematch locked in, so this gonna be a year-long thing, dude.
Yeah. So Jermell got to worry about Tim, man. I think Tim is getting better and better. He's building up steam. He's staying active. And this guy, Jermell and his brother, they're just so inactive. You see them 1 year, they're gone the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Bro, that tells me they're not into boxing. Boxing's not their number one thing. Like Canelo, what's his saying? No boxing, no life. Like he's gonna be here even after he's done boxing. A lot of these guys, like we see with Mikey, his heart was never really in it, and once it's over, he's out of it. He's done.
If he was a cop or something, then he was in his ranch over there with his horse, taking care of his horses. Like guy doesn't give a fuck, man. And
actually, he has a promotional company, but I don't know how involved he is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. How involved is he? When it comes to Charlo and Jermall, the big one, the one at 160, why isn't he like trying to move to 168 or something? Do something, move.
There's rumors about him fighting Caleb Plant. There's rumors, but I think there's nothing confirmed. Caleb Plant say, "Oh, I got another big fight lined up." People think it's Jermall, but I heard on this podcast that with his coach, Ronnie Shields, he said it's not likely that it's Jermall. It's someone else. I don't know who it is. So Jermall might not even come back till December. We don't know.
Another wasted career, Jermal. And for the longest of times, he was gaining a lot of attention. Oh, pound for pound, blah, blah, blah. Like you're watching a talent. You're watching something special. This is what the commenters would tell you. Fucking lot of fucking shit.
Yeah, they after he got to middleweight, his career went to hell, bro. Like, I'm serious. Like, he was picking on smaller guys like Dennis Hogan. He brought Dennis Hogan up so he can knock him out because he wasn't knocking out anybody out at middleweight. That's his only knockout.
Yeah. He needed a highlight reel. Mm-hmm. Him knocking somebody out, like, because the only knockout, the one that we saw with the J-Rock stoppage, they would play that all the time, right? Yeah. But that was getting old.
Yep. J-Rock's gonna fight.
I think it's yeah. Go ahead.
J-Rock is gonna have to fight his mandatory. J-Rock is fighting the guy that Jamal's supposed to be fighting. That Dominican guy, which is crazy because J-Rock's been getting beat up.
That guy was years ago, wasn't he? J-Rock.
Yep. I remember
years
him
ago.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago.
Stopped by Rosario, and then after that, he started to get beat up by even some guys that had a journeyman beat him up.
Yeah, my opinion, it's harder to get the higher weight classes over. So like 160, 168, 175, it's harder to get them over for whatever reason. Maybe it's harder to maintain your position, because like Bernard Hopkins had 20 defenses and nobody knew who he was. It wasn't until these smaller guys start coming up that, he's this all-time great now. Because even Roy was at the same time, but he could never really become a major superstar. He just didn't really have that opponent.
Yeah, it was a competition. Well, exactly. He entered that middleweight tournament with Trinidad. He won that thing, and that's when his career actually started, you could say, when he became famous.
Yeah, that's because those higher weight classes, they don't have the names like the usually the 135, the glamour divisions, the lightweight 135, 147, and 160 is like the epitome, the cream of the crop. For whatever reason, that 168 is like fairly new, right? Like it's a brand new division.
And it's kind of always sucked, if I'm being honest with you. It hasn't until the mid 2000s with the Super 6 tournament that really started to get good.
Yeah, before it was all Europeans and there weren't American fighters.
Yeah, Steve Otke or some guy, they dominated. That's what Calzaghe.
Yeah, that was the guy I told you, the German Sven Otke. I checked right now his name. He's German, and it was actually a guy from Canada, Quebec. It was Eric Lucas was there. Like nobody.
I remember that name.
Yeah, he fought on ESPN. He fought Paciencia, Vinny Paz, but he wasn't that good. And that division was like there was nobody at 168.
Yeah,
even 175 was never really like banging. It's just hard to get over, man. There's just whatever reason.
There's something about those divisions. There's nothing like when Roy Jones was dominating that division, it was boring as fucking hell, man.
Yeah, he was fighting
light heavyweight.
Garbage man.
It was good back in the 60s. I think they had some guys back in the 60s, but after that, it kind of fell off.
But now with the 160, Triple G, because we're talking about is it Maul, right? Mal.
Yeah, 160.
Yeah. He can never get over because, Triple G could never get over it until Canelo came along. But Canelo's a smaller guy moving up. So 160's just been so really nothing happening.
Yeah, they say it's the glamour division, but it's really not. It's the division where the good guys wait to the other good guy, the great fighters move up, and then you can get your name there.
In the chat, we have Bentley Sports says, "Why are we still talking about Triple G? Why are we still talking about Triple
G? He's practically retired now because I don't think he's coming back.
Some people don't want us to talk about him.
Well, I'm just talking about the middleweight division. Where these guys are languishing. You got a guy Janabek. Yeah, it's pretty much it's like what's the name? I mean, unless a 154 goes up, Mel like
Zoo's gonna come up and
let me break it down for the boxing fans. This is how weak 160 is. Danny Garcia, Erislandy Londra are going to be a 160 pounder champion in August. One of them. Danny Garcia could be a middleweight champion. Think about that.
That's hilarious. Danny,
That's
you know,
how
I was hoping that he
Go
would
ahead.
fight Tim Tszyu. I was hoping that Danny Garcia would fight Tim Tszyu, but I don't think that's a. I think they could get him some good money down there in Australia.
Rolly's a junior
through the ring.
I said Rolly's a junior welterweight world champion, bro. Anything's possible with the PBC.
Yeah.
Facts. But we're talking about the middleweight glamour division.
Who do they have right now at PBC that could potentially be something at 68? Besides Jermell Charlo.
You mean 160? 168, they have Benavidez, Morel.
And that would still be moving up 2 divisions, like 68, because 60's dead. But who is there that can move up right now and give some stiff competition at 68?
I don't think there's anybody right now. But if you're talking about who's at 168, there's Morel and Benavidez. Those guys, they look like they got the future. PBC is hanging on their shoulders.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with? I heard rumors of the team Benavidez offering Canelo $50 million. Like, what are they going to take out a loan to pay this guy? You know, that's insane. What B side offers the A side $50 million?
I heard it's not really, you know, it's kind of, someone explained it to me that it's not really their money. It's kind of like Canelo's money. That's what he brings to the table. He said, because if Canelo's not there, they can't afford to get that money. They can't get that money if Canelo's not there. So it's not really their money. It's kind of Canelo.
That's what Jimmy be saying on here. He says they're trying to offer Canelo the money he'll generate on his own. He'll make that somewhere else or anybody else.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, well, it would be a good move for him to fight Benavidez now. I think that's probably the next best move for Canelo instead of moving up to fight this guy at 75 again. But and that's a big money fight. It's a huge money fight. The Benavidez fight would make way more money than a second Bivol fight because we all know what's going to happen there.
You know, I heard that the Zone's not all that interested in that Bivol rematch. To be honest with you.
Yeah, they're not, because it's going to be a flop and it's going to make their star look bad. I mean, it's not a good fight at all.
You guys know Ring IQ. He loves Matchroom, but without Canelo pretty much carries Matchroom. Who would they be talking about? Because if it wasn't for Canelo.
Canelo's carrying the sport. I mean,
yeah, exactly. It's like
he does carry the sport, but Eddie Hearn uses him as a talking point. If you remove him out of the equation, he doesn't have much to talk about. A lot of his matches, I don't even have Matchroom because a lot of his are domestic level fights.
Well, I don't know. They're still making good money. They're still making good money in the UK. I mean, we can say all we want, but they are still generating a lot of money in the UK, and they're actually making a profit. Whereas a lot of the American markets, like Top Rank and PVC, they're hemorrhaging money. They're losing money. Yeah. That's one thing I did read recently was that I think it was in 2022, 2021, during the pandemic and just a little after, Matchroom and DAZN was actually making a profit, whereas the other two promotional companies in the U.S. were losing and hemorrhaging money. So make of that what you will.
What you can say about the UK is what the one thing they do have, even though Eddie Hearn doesn't have a young crop of upcoming stars, like you guys were saying earlier, they support their guys like how Coley and the other dude fought. They had a full stadium, and those guys were fucking boring. I hate Coley, bro. You know what I mean?
Coley's
those support their guys.
Yeah, he's got that Pacheco kid.
He's not a champ no more.
The Pacheco, the 168er. He has him. That's what I'm saying.
You talking about Diego Pacheco? Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I think he needs to leave Jose Benavidez, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is with Benavidez.
Dumbass bitch, bro.
Yeah, but what is Eddie Hearn gonna do with them?
Eddie Hearn is he reminds me of Dana White in a way as a promoter because he don't really care who you are. He'll rinse your ass out. Favorite fighter or not. Right.
Yeah, their lineup this year has been kind of whack though. Their biggest fight is Clarissa this weekend.
You're not excited for the Whoa?
Where is that fight happening? Is it happening
Detroit.
here?
in my backyard, bro.
In Detroit.
You want some tickets?
Is anyone? Do you want some? Do you want some tickets?
Can't give away tickets, huh?
Yeah, that shit's not selling at all. She should have fought. She should have had that rematch with Homegrown in
Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah, dude. That would have been. That's money.
They broke records.
I mean,
they broke records the first fight.
Yeah, I mean that's the UK for you, man. That's the fucking UK. They all came out for that shit.
Yeah, Clarissa's fighting the Mexican Cornejo.
Isn't that a last minute replacement? It's a last.
Yeah, she's like a week or two replacement, and she'll just talking big shit to this girl like you Mexican could never beat me, and acting like this fight has been brewing over like 6 months or something. It's a last minute replacement. You goofy ass.
Yeah, she goes overboard.
Well, Clarissa's not the brightest fucking tool. She's not the brightest bulb in the batch. She says a lot of dumb shit. And someone really should filter what she says.
Dude, they keep trying to be Floyd. They keep trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I agree. She is undisputed. Yes, I agree. I give her props for her accolades, and she definitely has that. But let's also consider that the talent pool in women's boxing is fucking thin. It is almost.
No, at the higher weights is fucking thin. At the way she's at, there's not a lot of guys. There's not a lot of girls. But the lower weights, there's lots of girls. There's lots of girls.
But
so Inoue versus Shields, who wins?
Dude, that'd be a murder.
Apparently, Clarissa thinks she can beat Triple G. So yeah, that's.
No, she said she could beat Rolly. I think she could probably beat Rolly.
She could.
Oh, dude, anybody can beat Rolly, dude.
Rolly will knock her ass out, bro. You crazy?
If a 4,000-year-old mummy could beat Rolly, then you definitely know.
Hey, don't talk about the super champion like that. Come on.
Yeah.
He's a world champion. Show some respect.
He's a super champion. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't that show you how fucked up the sport is?
Yeah, but the problem is that
no.
The problem is that Tony Weeks doesn't get punished. Like he can keep getting jobs. Like no one's like, hey, get this guy out of here. The WBA didn't do anything. Like, oh, we're not letting you.
Nobody gets punished. Nobody takes accountability. There's no repercussions.
Yeah, that's why. Like,
if there were repercussions, Lawrence Cole would have been fucking fired years ago as a referee, and that's never going to happen. So, is this going to happen in Texas? The Crawford and Spence fight?
No, it's in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's good. No Lawrence Cole. That's great.
Hey, think about this. Rolly was losing. He was losing.
Man. That was crazy to me.
Yeah, he was fucking getting his ass kicked. The fucking mummy was beating his ass.
And then he got knocked down. I'm like, this guy's a joke.
Hey, but I'm gonna be honest. I know the chat, everybody's gonna hate me, but I really do want to see Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. I want to see it. I'll pay for it. I ain't tripping.
He got to get past O'Hara Davis first, in my opinion. Get past
That's not gonna happen, bro. That's not gonna happen. They're gonna find a way to get Rolly paid. Like, trust me, bro. That dude ain't even that good. Or Harold Davis, he got beat up by Josh Taylor, right? Did he already get knocked out?
But no, he didn't get. But it's been a while since then. He's been looking better.
Yeah, thank you. People are like crying. No, there's no way Rolly should fight Ryan. But
what about the pool of talent and young guys that they have at the PBC? At 135.
Oh, they have Antoine Taylor, Brandon Lee,
and I don't want to leave out any names, but who
I want to see is Brandon Lee. He would be a good fight, but Rolly, man, for say what you want, man, it's entertainment. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I guess so. I wish that he was just entertaining his last fight. If he would have been entertaining, I would have been cool. Whatever, let him fight Ryan. But I'm like,
it was entertaining watching get his ass whooped. You don't think so?
Yeah, it was. He was getting mollywopped.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I couldn't believe that dude moved so nicely. I mean, I was like, wow, this guy can move. That fucking old guy's putting a pounding on this on Rolly. It was awesome. I was having a great time watching that fight.
Yeah, he was a late replacement too, though, wasn't he? Was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Puello. Yeah, it was supposed to be Puello, but he failed a drug test supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly he failed a drug test.
We don't know
Look,
what's
man,
up with him.
it was all set up to get Rolly a belt. I said this before. After he lost to Tank Davis, I said, dude's gonna be he's gonna become a champion. He's gonna get a big fight. I said it, man. I could just tell how these guys move.
Yeah, and they needed Rolly to get this champ because it would have hurt them. It would have hurt the PBC for him to take a loss because he's one of their guys.
Oh yeah.
So it would be fun to map out how this is going to play out in the next few years because we got the belts scattered right now at 140. We have Rolly Romero as a champion. Like, what's going to happen here? What promotional company is putting them? This is a chess match right now. Like, who's going to put themselves in position to hold all the belts potentially?
Yeah, it's not about.
Go ahead.
It's not about being the best anymore. It's like, who can sell the most pay-per-views.
Yeah, they're trying to do that because Ryan's there, so now it's going to be about the pay-per-views and all this stuff. But
yeah, the dark horse is that Subriel Matias. I think he knocks all these guys out. I think he sleeps Josh Taylor. He sleeps Tio. He sleeps. Dude, did you see him when the last fight he had against that tough Argentinian? That dude was tough. Man, he was cracking.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Regis is a little bit smarter, though.
No, that guy, what's the name that you're saying, the Puerto Rican?
Subriel Matias?
Yeah, the last guy he was fighting really was bringing it to him.
De Leon? Was it De Leon? Dude, he was cracking. Ponce. Dude, he was cracking. That dude was like, he had bricks in his
He didn't have no heart, but once Matias started hitting him back, he kind of folded.
His corner threw in the towel.
The towel. But I think Regis is smarter now. When he was fighting Josh Taylor, he was fighting Josh Taylor's fight. That's why he got.
Zepeda had his moments. Like Regis, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but he fights like he leaves himself open.
He does.
He'll start mixing it up.
But you know what he does now? He uses his jab now. That helps him a lot more. And this Subriel guy, he has to get close. If you notice him, he really got to get close to you to really do that. If you start using Regis, he's way more smarter now using his jab. I just don't think it's going to be all that cut and dry. I think it's going to be an interesting fight.
That's why I called Matias. That's why I called him a dark horse. But was it Don Madrazos? I think Ryan's is going to get a belt, dude. Because I see Tank and Ryan will happen again.
The thing is, there's a lot of fuckery going on with the PVC, so I just don't see why with the amount of I mean, with the lengths they went for Rolly to get this belt, why they would allow just Ryan Garcia to come in and take it? Do they just cash out?
Because Ryan's
about to be a PBC Mexican, bro. That's why.
Exactly. He wants to go over there. He's talking about going over there. He's already training with Derek James.
Ryan's talking about going to the PBC?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's already... he said Tank's...
Bro, the writing's on the wall, bro.
Yeah,
so
man,
he's selling out?
Yes, he bent the knee, bro. He took the knee. And he's going to start...
Him letting himself get knocked out by saying like that, bro, I feel like that was like the rituals for him to join the gang. You know, that's the gang initiation.
Yeah.
Is he going to change... Is Ryan Garcia going to change... is he going to change his hairstyle? And go like Benavidez.
Yeah. In order for that to happen, Ryan's got to buy himself out of his contract because he's got a binding contract with Golden Boy for at least 2026. So he's got to buy himself out of his contract.
Well, they're fighting. They're fighting over something on social media now. So.
Oh, they're fighting because he took a picture with Rolly, I think a couple of months ago, and then Ryan just got mad over it. This is the guy I'm trying to fight. Yada yada yada. You ditched me, and Tank's team was more of a team to me than both Golden Boy.
He said
all this nonsense.
What an unstable.
The dudes who are in your face telling you, "We know what you're doing. We have a mole in your camp." They cared about me more. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that made no sense, bro.
Yeah, man, Ryan, he's just lost in the sauce, man. He's just, they have him where they want him. He took a loss. He's heartbroken. So he's like that
Errol
dude
Spence.
saying, "It's all right, baby. He don't love you." You know, he's saying, "Telling Oscar,
He's
he
like the
don't love
pimp.
you."
They're like
That's
pimps.
exactly
He's
what
the
he's
bitch.
like, bro. Like
He's
a
like a
thirsty ass
bitch.
side chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking, they got Errol Spence got in his ear, bro. He done took him to the strip club in Houston. He's gonna have his haircut's gonna be a shag real soon.
Yeah.
They got him drinking lean, having a bunch of black bitches shaking their ass in front of him. Bro, he's gonna drop a big tape. Bro, it's over with, dude.
He got the Edgar haircut.
By the way, we're getting some.
bro.
By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this show, please hit the like button. It's really gonna help the channel. Also, we're getting some comments in the chat saying that there's a bunch of LDBC people in the chat. So, guys, jump in if you're from the LDBC or whatever. Guys,
Hello.
let's debate, civilized debate. No yelling, no screaming. So there's the link. I know the fight doctor is always there. Somebody said he's LDBC. Why don't you jump on, man?
He's LDBC. Yeah, man. You know, Ryan. He should have listened to Oscar. Like, I know Oscar has his issues. Oscar De La Coca, Fishnets, Oscar. Look, man, but you can't say he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You don't side with Oscar. You side with Ryan.
I
No,
think
I don't side with either. They're both clowns, bro. Oscar set up other guys too. He let Canelo get set up by Floyd. So
yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I think Oscar, I don't think that happened. But with this Ryan thing, I think he told Ryan not to take the rehydration clause and all that, you know.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely see him saying that.
Yeah, experience.
But, you know,
go ahead.
And he's like, you know, well, I want to make this fight happen. And, you know, I don't know. He for you guys that don't know, he also put a rehydration clause on Barrios. So, you know, he was consistent. Barrios confirmed it. He said, yes, there was a rehydration clause, but he never talked about it. So, you know.
Yeah, but for Ryan to get on here and cry that Oscar didn't have his back and let him down and wasn't at the presser. I mean, look, if Oscar didn't want to be at the presser because he was disappointed, I would agree with them. Like, the kid didn't listen.
I felt like he quit to me. I felt like he quit. I'm like, yo, bro, come on. You could have gotten up. I felt like he couldn't got up.
I don't think he quit. I think he was actually hurt because he hurt his rib in training. But could he have gotten up? I mean, you never really know, man. But maybe a lot of guys can get up, but I mean, I think it was a serious shot.
I'm not sure.
By the way, guys, we have the fight doctor. So, fight doctor, please go ahead. What's wrong?
Yo, fight doctor's in the house on Rick James status as always. There's nothing wrong.
I don't know. You've been posting a lot of stuff. Let me check what you've been posting. Well, I know you're saying Clarissa is good. Is a good-looking woman. Okay.
Well,
that's your. I mean, who cares?
Well, are you drunk, sir?
Then you say exactly who has.
After 4 beers.
You said exactly who has Golovkin beaten. What else?
Yeah, well, that's an open question. Who has Golovkin beaten?
Man, we're gonna reopen the Golovkin case here.
But we say
what's wrong with Golovkin?
He's done anyway, so we said that he's done. He's not coming back.
He never got going.
I mean, he's still a champion, I believe. No, isn't he a champion?
No, he gave up both his belts.
All right,
he relinquished his paper titles.
So, are you saying he should retire?
Well, it's difficult to say when it's time to hang up the gloves in Golovkin's case because he could still make some good money knocking over tomato cans like he's done for the majority of his career. So if he wants to continue knocking over tomato cans, then he should continue. But I mean, if he wants to challenge himself, I don't think he beats the 2 or 3 best middleweights right now. He certainly doesn't beat the top guys at 168. So if he's looking to, make a mark or, leave behind some type of legacy worthwhile above and beyond what he's already done, then I think that door is closed.
Well, okay. Well, let me just holler at homeboy. Well, who was your guy? Who do you think was better than him during his reign? Or who's your guy? If Golovkin wasn't your guy? and he wasn't pound for pound, and he didn't break Bernard Hopkins' defense record. Because Bernard beat a lot of cans too during his run. I mean, he fought Robert Allen 3 times, a guy who jumped out of the ring and quit. But go ahead.
Listen, first and foremost, Bernard Hopkins and Gennady Golovkin, they are not in the same league. I'm sorry, but they're not. Yes.
But he broke the record. But okay, just ignore that.
We heard you. Let me finish, please.
Unified. But so who's your guy? Okay. State your case, because you can trash somebody, but you need to have an answer.
Let him speak. Let him speak. Go ahead.
Okay.
Now, yeah, if you are charging Bernard Hopkins with having knocked over tomato cans, I'm here to agree with you. But at the end of the day, Bernard Hopkins has names on his resume. Antonio Tarver, okay, for one.
Not at middle, though. Not at middle. We're talking about middleweight.
But that's not what we're talking about here, are we? We're talking about Bernard Hopkins. Now, you want to cherry pick. All right, and that's fine. You want to you want to distort. You want to distort what we're talking about here, and that's fine. Okay, but at the end of the day, Bernard Hopkins has names on his resume, even at middleweight. All right, who has Golovkin beaten? Seriously, who has he beaten? Right?
He beat a bunch of. He beat contenders. He beat contenders.
Danny Jacobs.
He beat Danny Jacobs. He beat Danny Jacobs.
It's probably the best name on his resume. Now, the Danny Jacobs win is a good win. But beating Danny Jacobs does not make you pound for pound #1 in the world, nor does he make you the best middleweight of all time. I'm sorry, but
was he on the pound for pound list one time?
Hold on.
Well, I don't know if he has #1 though. I don't think few people had him #1.
I know Max Killerman was like crazy about him at one point.
Yeah, but I don't even think he had him #1. He always had an American #1.
Yo, Fine Doctor, were you trying to say obfuscate?
Yes. Sorry, that's a tongue twister.
Okay, I just want to make sure, yeah.
No, but listen, okay, Golovkin, like, he was defeating contenders. They weren't pound for pound boxers or anything like that, but they were still contenders, and he was knocking them out. He wasn't losing rounds. He was completely dominating these guys. So you gotta give him credit for that. And then he beats Danny Jacobs.
I've got no problem. I have no problem giving Golovkin credit for what he
Well, you call him Golovkin. Sorry, but you call him Golovkin, whatever.
Okay,
so that's disrespectful.
Would you like to know why I call him Golovkin?
Yeah.
Not because I think Golovkin is a bum. No, he just loves to knock over bums.
They're not bums. They're contenders. They're contenders. They're not bums.
No, they're tomato cans.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry, but his resume is littered with tomato cans. Again, the best win on his resume is the Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs.
Martin Murray was a decent boxer. He beat Argentinian guy. What's his name again? He should have defeated him. He got robbed. Maravilla Martinez. He should have beat him. And then Martin Murray also.
He never fought Sergio Martinez. Talking about that fight never happened.
Martin Murray.
Before Golovkin,
because Sergio chose Cotto.
Martinez had lost to Miguel Cotto.
No, I'm saying Martin Murray, the British guy that Golovkin dominated. He wasn't a bad boxer. Just because you don't really know his career. Then he also went to Germany, I believe. One of those went to Germany. Like, these guys aren't bums. Like, they were contenders. And they were dominated, as they should be, by a superior boxer. And Golovkin didn't clinch to a decision. He didn't struggle. Like, Deontay Wilder, sure, he stopped a lot of opponents, but he was losing rounds against these guys. Golovkin wasn't losing any fucking rounds, basically. That's a domination. So you give him credit for that.
But did you not see the Danny Jacobs fight?
I saw the Danny Jacobs fight, and I saw Danny Jacobs collapse at the end of when they rang the fucking final bell. That guy collapsed on the ropes. He was fucking done.
Yeah,
that was his victory, going 12 rounds. That was his victory. Golovkin was so good. Golovkin was so good. Golovkin was so good that going 12 rounds was a fucking victory. Can you believe that?
Please stop, because Danny Jacobs arguably won that fight. The decision, look, that was a close fight. Either way it goes, that was a close fight. It was a close fight.
It wasn't a close fight. Just because this is the thing now. He goes 12 rounds and it's a close fight. It's not a close fight.
What were the official scores for that fight? Can somebody tell me what were the official scores for that fight? Because the fight was close. I want to say 7-5.
Yeah, but that's not close, man. Close is when a judge gives it to Danny. None of the judges gave it to Danny Jacobs.
With a knockdown, was it also a knockdown?
Yeah, he was dropped.
Yeah, the knockdown was.
tough fight because it was. You gotta define what close means. Okay. Was it a fight that could have gone either way? No.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
Was it a fight that could have gone either way? No, it wasn't. Golovkin was a clear winner.
Okay, all right. Now let's fast forward to the Derevyanchenko fight. Remember that fight?
Yeah.
Everybody remember that fight? Do we all remember what happened there?
And Derevyanchenko has not been the same fighter since.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not here to argue that point.
Do you want to hear a fun fact?
Do we all remember what happened there?
Yeah, he dropped Gervonta, but Gervonta came back and was, hurt him to the body. Yeah, it was a very tough fight for Triple G, but I think
another fight that Golovkin arguably lost.
No, I think he pulled it off. The knockdown.
Yeah, it was close. It was close.
But just because it was
a lot of chitter chat after the fight that maybe perhaps Golovkin got a gift.
Yeah, but you could say that.
By the way, at that point, Golovkin was already old. Anyways. So.
He didn't fight Andre Ward, though.
But that's fine. Oh, wait, let's talk about Andre Ward.
Why he didn't fight him?
Well, let's break Andre Ward's career, man.
He ducked Andre Ward. He said come up. He didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about the middleweight division right now? Who are the current champions won their title from an existing champion?
The middleweight division is trash.
It's trash. Why are we talking about this trash division? It's terrible.
That's why nobody watches it. That's why they
once he's retired now.
Yeah, no, but we're complaining about Triple G's resume, but the division is trash.
Well, it wasn't though. If he could have moved up and fought, and that was the best division. He could have been at 68.
Yeah, I think he could have been at 68. He looked fine.
He was scared. And that's why Andre Ward went to go fight Kovalev.
Yeah, and what happened to Kovalev? He got robbed. So, and then he had low blood. This is what happens. Maybe Golovkin did the right thing. Maybe Golovkin did the right thing, going up in weight and getting fucking robbed.
He's here with Kovalev Andre Ward.
Golovkin got robbed, then got knocked out.
You guys need to stop with the low blow nonsense. Okay, Kovalev is as dirty or more so than Andre.
Kovalev is.
Yeah, your mind.
He's a dirty fighter.
Yeah, because
Kovalev beat Andre Ward. If you can't admit that Andre Ward lost to Kovalev in the first fight, bro, then you're really not objective at all. You're really not objective at all.
That was a whole bunch of swing rounds.
Seems like you only look black, bro. Seems like you only go black. You only see color. That's what it looks like.
All right.
That's really what it looks like.
Well, he's LDBC, so.
That's really what it looks like. You can't admit that Andre Ward lost that first Kovalev fight?
Yeah, he lost that fight, man. Come on, man.
Let's deal with the facts. First of all, let's deal with the facts, okay? Let's deal with the facts.
Let's deal with the facts. You can't admit that.
Let's deal with the facts.
You really can't admit it.
Let's deal with the facts.
It's like saying the facts.
That's why I can't take you black American boxing fight fans seriously, bro. You guys only go black.
Why are you so racist? Are you mad because
it's not racist, bro? It's facts, bro. Why is it only a third majority of
who are the best fighters in the game? Who are the best fighters in the game?
Hey, Brett. Name me one active black fighter that think Haney would beat Loma. Name me one active black fighter that think Haney would beat Loma.
Yeah, all the undisputed champions.
All right, guys. Too many people talking at the same time.
Bro. You love to insert race into boxing. Wilder did it. Now you guys are doing it. You only want to give the swing round to the black guy. Andre Ward couldn't lose. Andre Ward is the best. Golovkin is a piece of shit. Golovkin's a piece of shit. If you're not black, you're not good. That's what it sounds like, bro. Are you fans of anyone that's not black? Are you a fan of any boxer that's not black?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who?
Tyson Fury.
Who, bro?
Tyson Fury. He said Tyson Fury.
Yes.
Okay, do you think who won in Haney versus Loma? Who won, Haney or Loma?
Haney. He definitely
won. Who won, Andre Ward or Kovalev?
Which time? Because he knocked his ass out the second time.
First fight. Who won? Andre Ward or Kovalev?
Well, let me explain. It's swing rounds. So
but why is it? Why are you? Why is it all swing black guy and one black guy?
What's a swing round?
We playing with the swing rounds.
Why? Swing rounds.
I don't get it.
Yes, it is.
That's the biggest cop out ever. Swing rounds.
I don't get it. It seems like all the swing rounds go to the black guy all the time.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Why did Canelo win then? Why did Canelo beat Triple G then?
Okay.
What's going on? I'm talking about black American fighters. Canelo and Triple G are black.
Black American fighters are the best fighters.
That's weak sauce.
On women
black
and
American
men.
I am your leader.
Have a real hard time being objective, bro.
Let somebody else. Let them answer.
I would give people their credit.
Romans is racist. All of you doing right now.
Do you think Bernard Hopkins beat Calzaghe?
Dude, penis envy and racism is what you're doing right now.
You can't even answer the question, bro. Hey, do you think Roy Jones Jr. beat Calzaghe?
Did he win?
Bro, this guy's not a boxing fan, man.
Did he win?
Do
you think Roy Jones Jr. beat Calzaghe?
He's an ideology fan.
Bro, he's really talking to Roy Jones beat somebody.
Bro,
Roy Jones beat somebody.
If you think race and boxing right now isn't intertwined, you're living under a rock, dude. Why did Haney get the decision? Why is Haney getting all the swing rounds?
White American fighters. Name 5
white American fighters. Why did Haney get all the swing rounds?
Name 5 white American fighters. I thought you just said it was no swing rounds.
That's an even better question. Why are you
talking about? I thought you said boxing had no swing rounds.
Well, it's just kind of funny.
Boxing
the whole
does
world
have swing rounds.
Loma won, and you think Haney won. The same with the Andre Ward fight, bro. You think Andre Ward beat Kovalev, and then you also think Bernard Hopkins beat Calzaghe. It's like, bro,
that's cool, man.
And you think probably,
white man in black skin.
I mean, it's just disappointing, dude.
What is a white man in black skin? Bernard Hopkins is a white man.
It's disrespectful, bro.
All right, guys, let's take a break. Let's take a little break and read a super chat from Raider Reaper, who says, no blacks in pound for pound. Number 1, Usyk. Number 2, Canelo. Number 3, Fury. Number 4, Bivol. Number 5, Inoue. So he's top 5.
That list is trash.
Non-black. That's racist. That's racist.
Yeah, the list is racist. The list is automatically racist because it has no black people.
That's trash. That is a trash list.
No, it's a racist list.
Guys. I wanna hear Jackson's top 5. Give me your top 5. Pound for pound.
Top 5?
Yes.
Top 5. Okay, you'll have Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Then you have to go. You gotta put Charlo on there. Charlo is not on anybody's pound for pound list.
You see what I mean, Bucho? Guys, you see what I mean?
Well, let him finish.
Race into boxing. You guys get mad at me for not talking about me.
Let him finish.
Come on, Mr. Racist Man. Let him finish. Thank you.
Go ahead.
All your fighters are black.
Can I finish?
Yes, Jackson, please. Finish your list. Go ahead.
Okay. And actually, Bivol is in my fucking top 5.
No.
Okay, so I got Terrence.
Nice.
That sounds like a token.
I got Terrence. I got Errol. I got Charlo. Then I have. I gotta put Canelo up there because I respect him.
What about Usyk?
I'm gonna be cool because I respect him. Then I'm gonna put Bivol. Then I got Haney. Then I got Gervonta. Then I got Shakur. Then I got Boots.
What the fuck?
Wait, where's Usyk?
There's no Inoue on that list.
There's no Inoue.
Holy shit,
man. That nigga Inoue fighting trash people.
What the fuck is going on?
These guys got a point.
These guys even watch boxing?
Who is Inoue for? Why would he be on the list? Who is Inoue for?
And then we got me. Wait. Hold on. All right, I get you. Okay. That's enough for your list, man. That's a lot. Jackson, what the hell? Seriously. Okay, hold on. Mirage, what did you say? Mirage said something. Hold on.
You can't help that.
Back this dude up. Hey, bro. If you need some support, I want to back this dude up. All this hype about Inoue. He's moved up like 3 pounds. and he's moved like 4 divisions. He just had.
What about the other fighters you put in his top pound for pound?
I eat more for lunch. And I could move up like 4 divisions where he fights. So that doesn't even count. All those divisions don't even count.
What about Benavidez?
Wait a minute.
We
beaten nobody. Hang on. We all know in those divisions they're weak. So he's beaten nobody. So all of a sudden he's pound for pound. Get the fuck out of here. He's overrated. I agree.
Who y'all got anyway? And Cool Boy Steph.
That's a great fight. I just think that anyway.
Cool Boy Steph is finna wash his ass. Anyway has never
Steph arguably lost to Figueroa. I had Figueroa beating Steph. What are you going to say now?
But Figueroa winning. The problem is that anyway is coming up.
You can't be a judge, sir. You said you had Figueroa winning. You only see the white.
And you had Haney beating Loma. And you had Haney beating Loma, dude. No one else did. You know, Fight Hike had a poll of 100,000 people.
Did you see Usyk people? They said the trainer.
You said, "Oh wait, you fight." I can't be a judge, but you think he won. Okay.
What are you talking about?
I can't be a judge, but you think anyone?
Haney the fight.
Yeah, it was a poor decision, man. His dad got hit with a bottle on his way out of the fucking arena.
If your boy would have went out there, if he would have went out there and fought that 12th round, it would be a draw.
Oh, hold on. I have a question for. Let's start with. Guys. I have a question. First, for the fight doctor, would you like to see an immediate rematch between Haney and Lomachenko?
Good question.
So here's the problem with the rematch: is that if there's going to be a rematch, it needs to be at 140. Because Haney is clearly not a lightweight anymore. And I think the weight having to boil down to 135 certainly have an effect on his performance.
All right.
So he needs to move.
He missed weight 3 times.
So you don't want to see that?
Let's make excuses. Let's make excuses.
Butcher, the rematch is a bad idea because he's going to get robbed. He's going to be set up to get robbed.
Of course.
Lomachenko's been crying so much. He has so much sympathy now. They're going to rob him, so it'll be dumb. He beat him. Time to move on. Business.
Mirage, so you think Loma... Wait, Mirage, did you think Loma beat Haney?
No. Haney won.
Even though you screamed on Ring IQ's live that Loma won?
When I watched the fight, I had a few drinks at the time, I told you.
Oh, here we go.
But see,
I gotta watch that fight.
I gotta rewatch the fight, dude. I love this new narrative, dude.
He was drunk.
But the crime, Robbie, you really got.
You're still out of your mind when you're sober. That's the difference. I can actually sober up and I can be sensible. Okay, that's the difference.
I disagree with this.
And I rescored the fight.
Anyone who calls themselves sensible. Come on,
maybe you're on drugs or something. That's your problem. But
this whole thing about
maybe Crawford and Shakur were on drugs as well, then, because they all called it for Lomachenko.
Hang on, but when they rewatched it, they changed their minds as well. Hang on.
I guess you could say maybe on radar he's trash.
When they rewatched it, like me, they thought, hang on, we didn't give Haney enough credit. We didn't give Haney enough credit.
Hey, bro, you got clickbaited, Mirage, because if you actually watch those videos, they all still say, I never gave the fight to Haney. You got clickbaited, bro. Congratulations.
No, but some had it a draw.
Who? Name it. Who?
Shakur had either a draw.
No, Shakur said I did not give the win to Haney. I never gave.
He said I watched it 3
times.
He said I watched it 3 times.
Or a draw.
And he never gave. And he never. Okay, but he said he would never give the win to Haney. Is a draw a win? Mirage, is a draw a win?
It's a draw a fucking win.
Nah.
It proves the fight was razor close and not a robbery. Thank you very much.
It was a robbery because I scored it 8-4. I could only give Haney rounds 4, 5, 6, and maybe 12.
You're a Loma.
4, 5, and 6. I mean, what did Haney really do? Haney didn't push the pace. He didn't back up the smaller man. He landed some body shots that really didn't do much. Loma was tapping his head back.
He didn't do shit.
All right, let's guys, we need some decorum here.
Haney fan, what round did Haney dominated? Name me one round did Haney dominate Loma in.
I got you.
Every other round was swing. Name me the round Haney dominated Loma.
Let Jack. Before Jackson goes in, I want to read a super chat from So Passive. It says Jackson sounds like he's unemployed. EBT SAC 8.
Unemployed is crazy.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Unemployed is crazy. That's wild.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
People on the internet. But he doesn't have to say. All right, I got to just ask who's the other racist dude because I know your voice. But all right, so when have you ever seen someone
sound like a Karen, bro? And you know those Karens? You kind of sound like them.
Let it go. All right, let's stay on, guys. Let's stay on point. 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 Guys,
is it Karen Boots' best win?
Jackson, go ahead.
Okay, when have you ever seen? Every time Lomas, where was the angles? Where was the angles at? You know,
when your boy was getting his head snapped back because you couldn't figure out the left hand.
Can I talk?
Couldn't figure out the left hand.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Can I talk, man? Can I talk?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Every time Loma wins, isn't he having fun? Name a round he was having fun doing the Ole.
What the fuck does fun have to do with it? I've never heard this argument. Was he having fun?
Hold on.
You're really a moron.
Actually, it kind of reminded me of the Gary Russell Jr. It kind of reminded me of the Gary.
All right, guys. Let him finish, and then you can jump in. Let him fucking finish.
You know why he didn't have fun?
Because nobody stopped and paused him in his life.
Jackson, you gotta go in, then don't stop talking. Just keep talking until you finish your point.
Well, I don't know, but if they keep interrupting me, you know.
All right.
Yeah, if you go watch all Loma's old fights, he's a fucking performer. Is he not?
And he put on dude, it kind of reminded me of the Gary Russell Jr. performance against Haney, the way he was ruling this guy. Haney was the bigger guy. Can you let me talk, dude? Will you let me talk, bro? Because Haney was the bigger guy. He said he was going to end Loma's career. Did he not, right? He didn't walk down Loma one time. How was 126 pounder? See, he can't even talk. He keeps saying it in the new. How is a natural 126? All
right, Jackson, come on, man. Like, seriously.
Yeah, man, you're not even. You're chimping out on me, bro. You're chimping.
Come on.
Do we need to put you back in the zoo, bro?
Hey, Bucho, let me say something.
Where are you?
All right. We're gonna switch it up.
So a natural 126-pound fighter walked down a larger 135-pound fighter the whole fight, bro. Haney, those body shots, a couple of them are good, but Loma walked through them. Loma walked through them. Haney body shots weren't as good as the shots that Loma was landing upstairs.
Body shot.
Not only that, Loma was backing up the bigger fighter the whole fight. Not only that, Haney didn't have one dominant round the whole fight. Haney did not have, and Loma started quickly. Loma started very quickly. He won round one very easily. This whole Loma didn't start quickly nonsense is there's a black narrative that they're keeping with
a black narrative.
All right.
Loma started
leader. Okay, guys. Listen, we gotta let other people talk as well. I am your leader. You've been talking for a while now. We understand your point. And Jackson, you two, you've been talking a while. Let's get somebody else in here, and then we'll go back to you guys.
Listen, at any moment in the fight, you never saw Loma in trouble or the look of fear in his face at all.
Bullshit.
Never.
That's bullshit. Bullshit.
You only saw that look. You only saw that look on his face.
Frank,
Haney was the bigger guy. Haney was the bigger guy. And
guys, let him fucking. You're just repeating the same word.
Why the fuck wasn't his mic?
Guys, you're just saying bullshit. You're just saying bullshit nonstop. Come on. Like, seriously. No.
I mean, at no time, if you watch the fight, well, I don't know what you were watching, but at no time I saw Lomachenko in trouble or the look of fear in his face or concern. I saw the look of concern in Haney's face.
Right hands to the body.
But I never saw. Well, if those body shots were so devastating, then why did he walk him down so late? Why did he start walking him down and start taking over the fight? Why would he just walk him through?
He does that every fucking fight.
If those body shots were so hard, if they were so hard and inflicting that much damage on Lomachenko, the smaller guy, then why did the smaller guy never back up? Why did he
I can tell you right now, Loma's not getting watched by anybody in 135.
Why are all of you black and defending Haney? Why are the only Haney supporters on this panel black?
Why
are you
white and not defending the American? Why are you white and not defending the American?
Why are you a crossdresser?
Look in the mirror. I see a white man. I love
black people defending
you
Haney.
You want to kiss him in the face because he was white.
Too serious. They live by these players, bro.
You got to Hey, have you ever seen the movie The Great White Hype?
You got to stop it, bro.
Old lady. I won $20 on the clean cut white boy.
It's okay. You can say Haney lost, bro. A black man isn't going to disown you for saying Haney lost.
All right, guys, we're going to move on.
It's not. He did lose.
All right, guys. Let PSK go in here. Come on.
Yes. So the reason why I actually think Haney lost the fight was, you mentioned there was 29 body shots, whatever it was, in the fight. Average out over 12 rounds, that's 2 body shots per round. But the problem for Haney is there was all single shots. There was no combinations for any body shots. And that's where the problem was. You can't land 1-2 pot shots to the body.
Why not?
And expect to win consistent rounds.
Why not? That's what he was doing.
My question
what do you think Loma was doing? Loma was doing fuck all, except at the end of the round, he throws his little flurry.
Yeah,
he misses 80%.
When he hits the boxing, has single punches.
And then the fanboys go,
hey, Mirage, we know you're
Did Loma land that famous
I have a question.
Did Loma ever get to land that famous
All right, guys. There's a question that wants to be asked here by Southpaw Dude has a question. So hold on.
Exclude the body shots from Haney. What did Haney do? Like in all seriousness.
Yes, are you going to exclude the jobs? That's what you got to do.
Why are you raising your voice? That's a serious question.
Okay, then you say, what do you do without the body shots? He was fucking his face. Look at his face.
Left hooks and right hands to the head. That's what he did.
Like in all honesty,
for him to have pillow hands, his face wasn't looking like pillow.
Did you see Haney's nose? That shit was flat, dude.
No, but what are you saying?
No, his nose is already like. What are you talking about? All he had was a cherry on the eye.
No, but listen, look.
Loma was cut on the face.
Usyk,
what the fuck?
Usyk fucked up Joshua the first fight. You see how his face was busted? It makes no sense when you're trying to throw the narrative of him. Oh, he was knotted up in the face. It's boxing, bro. What the fuck? What do you expect?
What
argument are you trying to prove?
It didn't look like
Hey, Mirage, what did Haney do? Hey, Mirage, what rounds did Haney win significantly,
Yeah, what did Haney fucking do, man?
No. Like,
hey, Haney, Mirage, explain it to me, dude. Since you want to be a contrarian and go with the black guys, explain it.
No.
As long as you listen and you shut your big mouth, I can tell you.
Explain it, you fucking contrarian.
It was a very close fight. Loma won. Loma only. What the fuck?
No, what did Haney do? Not what Loma did. What did Haney do?
No, we have to compare them both. If you want to talk, we have to compare them both.
No, we know what Loma did. What did Haney do?
No, because at that
Haney
point,
is what Haney did.
Okay,
every time Loma do something, he countered it. Did he not?
What did Haney do, Mirage? What did Haney do? What rounds did Haney win big?
Shut up. I can't talk.
It makes no sense. Like,
it was a close fight. You don't need to win rounds dominantly to win the round.
So which rounds did he significantly win? Which ones can you say he won significantly?
He didn't score the fight.
That's the Haney round.
I just told you. I don't think Haney dominated any rounds, but he did enough to win.
If Haney didn't do enough to dominate any rounds, his opponent dominated rounds. Why are you giving it to Haney? If you had all the rounds close, but you had another guy dominate 2 rounds, and all the other rounds were close, why would you give it to the guy that didn't dominate those 2 rounds?
Because
that
you don't win a fight.
You don't get extra points for dominating a round.
You idiot. You don't win a fight by dominating 2 rounds.
Every other round was a swing round and 2 close. Right? So you can go half and half. You can split those in half, right? Half of those go to Haney, half of those go to Loma, right?
But if you're a fanboy, because your boy dominates 2 rounds, then you
can't tell me what rounds Haney won. You can't even tell me what rounds Haney won.
He won 7 rounds. That's what he won.
Tell me the rounds. I can tell you the rounds. Haney. I can tell you the rounds Haney won for me.
Let's go score by score. Let's go round by round, so I can tell you.
Haney, for me, Haney won rounds 4, 5, 6, and 12.
Let's break it down. Because
that's what he won.
I'm not interested in going by round analysis for his fight. This fight was a normal close fight. It's over.
Well, if it's a close fight, I think you would have to do that then, Mirage, wouldn't you?
I've done it about 20 times already.
Come on, man. That's bullshit.
It makes no sense, though. But I'm saying it's like at that point you said that he didn't win the round. He did enough to win the round, but not convincingly. At that point, scored at 10-10. At that point, you're saying,
you can't person I'm rooting for. At that point,
you need to win a round convincingly to earn the round.
Absolutely, isn't that what it is? Because at that point, you're leaving in the
a lot of rounds.
You got to pick a guy.
A lot of rounds are not convincing, but that's normal.
Only way you can.
Canelo barely wins any rounds convincingly. Canelo just doesn't.
Yeah, but Loma did. That's the difference, bro. Loma did. He won 2 rounds very convincingly, and the other rounds were swing.
And
the other rounds were swing.
They weren't all swing rounds.
Did he knock him down? Is that a 10-8 round?
Wait, did Devin Haney knock down Loma at any point of the fight? Or hurt him at any point of the fight?
Fucking idiot.
Okay, then what round did Haney win significantly? What round did Haney win?
I said pull up the scorecard. We can go round by round. I'm not just going to just name rounds. It was round by round.
Hey, why was there a poll of 101,000 people, bro? There's a poll of 101,000 people.
All right, let PSK.
Yeah, so look, it's simple. This is getting too subjective. If we're saying it's all close rounds, what are the intangibles? The intangibles are punches landed. So let's look at the punches landed.
And look at punches landed because Devin Haney is killing him on percentages. He killed him on percentages.
You can't just say kill him on percentages and not say numbers, dumbass.
Hang on a second.
14%.
So you're saying percentages counts more than punches landed? Hold on. You're saying percentages count more than punches landed?
Well, PSK is trying to be. PSK has a good question.
You threw hella punches.
PSK, no. Ask that again.
You're saying to me that percentages count more than actual punches landed?
Yes, because that is efficiency.
Where is that in the Marcus Queensberry rules? Tell me what gym, what historical fight that's ever been the case. Tell me one.
Lucho, can I
every Floyd fight?
Yeah.
He's higher on percentages and throw less punches. Look it up.
That's not true.
Look it up.
This CompuBox.
Look it up.
That is not true. That is not true at all.
That's definitely true.
All right. Let the fight doctor. Let fight doctor going. Let fight doctor going. Let fight doctor going.
Crazy.
Go.
At the end of the day, I mean, it was a close.
Hold on, Southpaw. Let fight doctor. He wants to say something. Go ahead, fight doctor.
Go ahead.
First and foremost, what needs to be understood is that CompuBox is not an exact science. It's 2 idiots watching the fight with Super Nintendo game controllers counting punches. And
I'm just saying, we're gonna break up punches landed.
The punch count is often off. So anyone who cites CompuBox numbers to underscore the argument
only use that
the fact that they don't know shit about
when did I say CompuBox? I was saying he landed more punches. I can see that with my own eyes.
And we all know that judging in Las Vegas is corrupt. So anyone that takes his judging in Las Vegas seriously is an idiot. So there you go.
Hold on. He's using CompuBox. I didn't say use CompuBox. I'm saying with my own eyes.
Punches landed. That was on CompuBox.
I can see punches landed with my own eyes. I don't need CompuBox.
Oh, you counted punches landed. So you're a fucking idiot on CompuBox yourself. You're a
okay. So
said he did it.
Calling me an idiot does not win.
He's watching with his own eyes.
I'm just saying. Somebody said
this is so dumb. You have no tangible rationale.
Nobody at the fight watching the fight is counting, but they seem to be winning the fight.
Not one Haney fan can break it down, bro. Not one Haney fan can break it down.
You guys don't want to go round by round.
Guys, here's the other
Go round by round. Do it. Round 1. What did Haney do?
Guys, here's the other problem with the counting punches argument. This is not amateur boxing. You win according to how many punches you land. Professional boxing. This is professional boxing. You don't win according to how many punches you land. It does not work that way in the pro ranks.
Amateur.
What are you talking about?
It's not amateur.
That's why Fight Hype had a poll of 101,000 people, and 16% had Haney winning, and 76% had Loma winning. That's 101,000 people. That's just as many about as many pay-per-views it's sold. And you're going to tell me only 16% thought Haney was winning? Only 16% thought Haney won on 101,000 poll.
100%.
And you're congratulations, bro. You're in this severe minority. You're in this severe minority, a very black minority.
I am a minority, bro. Nobody cares. We only care what
the most intelligent people are always in the minority, so I'm used to that. That's fine.
Exactly. Thank you.
Saying that, you know, we all didn't agree that Barroso got robbed against Rolly. But, you know, that's not what the record say.
This just like the Floyd De La Hoya fight. They went on a talk show the next day and everything.
Bro, you probably weren't even born yet. You're probably
hey,
like
Floyd didn't get booed out of the Staples Center and get a bottle thrown at his dad's head. Did he get a bottle thrown at his dad's head? And did Bill Haney, did Floyd Mayweather Sr. get a bottle thrown at his head?
He got booed.
Was it his hometown? Was it his hometown? Hey, was it his hometown? Hey, wasn't it Haney's hometown?
No.
Wasn't it Haney's hometown?
That's not his hometown.
Yes, it is, bro. His dad went federal and got kicked out of Oakland, bro. He's not from the Bay. I'm in the Bay. His dad can't come to Oakland, bro. His dad's snitched on Yusuf Bay, you pussy.
He moved to Las Vegas for boxing.
Yo, I am your
His dad went federal. His dad PC'd up. His dad's a snitch. He can't come back to Oakland. Why did you get a job? Bro, he's a federal. He's fucking pussy.
All right. Where are we going with this? I don't know where we're going.
Let's move to a different topic, man. This topic.
Yeah. Let's move on. Okay. Hold on, guys. Fuck this Lomachenko Haney. Yes.
Have we talked about the offer Benavidez team has given to Canelo or what?
I fucking knew it. I knew he was going to say Benavidez. I was waiting.
I don't even know. What's the offer?
Hey, David Benavidez.
What's the offer?
Go ahead, Mirage.
What's the offer?
Samson offered $50 million. And Renace is going, oh, what offer? I didn't see no offer. What are you talking about? The games are started. They're starting to duck already. Let's talk about that shit.
Because he a PBC boy. That's why.
Samson did an interview today earlier about an hour ago.
They're playing dumb.
Saying that Eddie Reynoso said that he did not receive anything, that he checked his spam or whatever. My opinion, I got Benavidez stopping Canelo in 11.
Respect, bro. Respect.
I just, at this point, if the way I see it, if you don't want to see if you don't think Benavidez deserves a shot against Canelo, it's either you have to tongue up his ass,
want him to take his
or you know what Benavidez is gonna do to Canelo. It's gonna be a really good fight, but I just don't think. I think those silk sheets have gone to Canelo.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about Bill Haney being a snitch, but we can talk about this.
What's up with your racist ass? Why you gotta be so racist? You just love.
I just like hearing you guys, bro. That's all.
Just love that
racist.
All right, let's talk about something else, and that's not related to Haney and Lomachenko or Benavidez. Apparently, he didn't even set a contract.
That shit is racist.
How do you guys see Benavidez and Canelo playing out?
Oh man, here we go. You're just giving Mirage fucking ammunition here to spew.
So I think it will be a surprisingly easy fight for David. People always say, "Oh, David's made for Canelo." Hang on. Canelo's custom made for Benavidez in reality. He'll just fucking a little guy. Imagine this: a 5'7" dude with no feet, no cardio, standing right in front of the Mexican monster. What the fuck you think's going to happen? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, hey, people. I don't know what people
need to get serious here.
I thought John Ryder was gonna win.
Hey, do you want to hear something? Hey, they talk about Canelo's going to stop Benavidez.
Hell no.
He couldn't even stop John Ryder. Hey, you know that ring? How small do you reckon that ring was when he fought Ryder?
Fucking sake, man.
Hey, in terms of regulations,
survive, dude.
The smallest ring in terms of like legality is apparently 18. Now I listened to somebody who was who's in the know, somebody who's in the know, he said, I know for a fact that was a 16-foot ring. So they found the smallest ring in Mexico. They had to custom make that fucking shit to drag poor John Ryder in to knock him out, and he couldn't even do it.
Well, I'm sorry you're upset about that, Mirage. I'm really sorry.
No, it's embarrassing,
I'm really
man.
sorry you're mad about that, man.
Do you know what I want to know?
Think about that nightly when you go to sleep, about how that ring was so small, and Canelo probably deserves no credit because
I want to know. Hey, I want to know if Canelo has the balls to get into that 16-foot ring with a Mexican monster. That's what I want to fucking know.
I mean, I think he'll be okay. At least Canelo knocked out Caleb Plant, right? At least Canelo could knock out a fresher, better, in their prime Caleb Plant, right?
Why are you dissing a white American fighter? What is wrong with you?
But what I'm saying is,
hold on, wait. What's wrong with the white American fighter, bro? Did I trigger you?
Yeah. See, he's not. That means he's not biased. That means he's not biased.
I got $20 right now that says Canelo Alvarez will not fight Benavidez in his next fight.
You don't even like
right now.
He was like.
Oh wait, he was asking why I said Caleb Plant lost. Like I'm supposed to go for the white guy and be mad the white guy lost. Oh man,
Caleb Plant.
Wait, you're right. No, Caleb Plant could have won that damn fight.
Like he was wearing a pair of Skechers. At least he knocked out Plant.
No, but I like how he brought up that. What's it called? David didn't knock out Canelo. I mean, didn't knock out Caleb Plant, but Canelo didn't knock out a 40-year-old Triple G.
But he looked damn good in his prime.
No, he didn't.
When they were in their prime and fought that second fight, Canelo earned his respect.
He was on steroids.
And fought a good version of Triple G because you have to give Canelo props for that second Triple G.
But hang on. When has David Golovkin knocked him out to make that comparison?
Exactly.
What? They've never fought.
Yeah,
he hasn't fought anybody.
Somebody who'd never fought.
He hasn't fought anybody.
Crazy. What a stupid argument.
Who made that comparison? Speak up. Who made that comparison? Speak up. Explain yourself.
Why did you say that David didn't knock out Golovkin?
Yeah, so why are you making that comparison? So you're trying to slight Canelo for not knocking out Triple G in his third fight with him? Is that
because he should have did it on steroids.
Hey, dude, every fighter is on steroids, you naive little. Oh my God, you are naive.
Only the Mexican fighters and white fighters that get caught.
Oh my God. Do you know what snack is? S-N-A-C? You know what snack is? You know what snack?
Why?
Do you know who Victor Conte is? Do you know who Victor Conte is, sir?
I know who I Am Your Crossdresser is.
What did I just say?
Never mind. I can't even have a serious conversation with this idiot. Anyway, back to you guys continue.
Mexican and white fighters, only people that take steroids.
Yeah, guys. Breaking news, guys. Mexican and white fighters are the only fighters that take steroids. Breaking news.
Because you can't move your feet,
guys. It's only the white boys. It's only the crackers. It's only the crackers and the Mexicans.
That's why your crossdresser has decided to come out of the closet. Finally.
Yeah, and all the black fighters win no matter what. No matter what.
That's usually how it goes.
Black power, brother.
Draw Miller must be like the
Stay black, nigga.
Honestly, right?
Stay black.
Stay white, cracker.
Stay black, nigga.
Stay white, cracker.
All right. This is getting.
Bring it back to boxing.
Calm down.
Bring it back to boxing.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on, bro?
Bring it back to boxing, but man, it's kind of hard with them.
All right. What else can we talk about here? We talked about Devin Haney and Lomachenko. We talked about. I
just want to hate on Canelo because he's good.
Theo Taylor. I mean, that's a real fight.
Who you got for next week's fight? Theo Taylor.
I got Theo. Not sure.
I feel like people.
I'm gonna go with Tio personally. I think Teofimo might shock us again. I don't know.
He's not right in the head. Josh Taylor gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, I think
we'll see. It's a good fight, bro. It's a good fight either way.
Who y'all got? Clarissa or the other girl? I forgot her name.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, no one cares about that.
God, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, man.
Nobody.
You're gonna have to find a new poll. You're gonna have to find a new boxing poll or name for that.
Who cares? Nobody gives a shit. Only you.
Yeah, who's fighting? We have no idea who she's fighting. These are 2-minute rounds, bro. 2-minute rounds? You respect that?
They're winning. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude,
Are you only
cares.
fighting? I'm not even gonna say it.
Listen,
I'm not even gonna say it.
Listen,
I'm not even gonna say it.
No, all you did you watch the Katie Taylor fight?
No, she's not black. Katie's not black. Of course they wouldn't watch.
Exactly.
Clarissa Shields will whoop your ass right now. She would. So put some respect on her name.
You know why? Because she's black, right? She whooped my ass because she's black, right?
She's a man.
The greatest one
She's a man.
ever. The greatest one
What? Oh my
she's
god.
black. And she's black. So no matter what, she can't lose. She can't lose because she's black.
Ooh, she can't lose. She obviously didn't. She beat them white bitches' asses in the Olympics. Got 2 fucking gold medals.
Wow.
She can only lose in MMA. She can only lose in the MMA to some like
MMA is totally different.
Yeah, that's it.
You can lean on a motherfucking MMA.
Hey, bro, she decided to get in there and fight, and she lost.
Women's boxing.
White fighter has a belt in the MMA right now.
Whatever. Wait, what?
Right. Africans are fucking ruling over
it doesn't matter. Why are you stuck on the color? You got mad at me. Okay, you got mad at me for jumping on this panel and calling out your blackism. But now you can't get over the white guy. You want me to support a white fighter. Like, I don't care if he's white. Mexican boxing is number one right now. And you guys can't really admit that. As a white man, I could admit that without Mexican boxing, America, we might not even have boxing in America.
Yo, Mexicans do fucking shit. All they do is just stand there, don't move, and just hit each other in the face.
Nah, they're the ones that buy the pay-per-views and support the fighters and actually put on events and... Yeah, they're the ones throwing the party.
Listen, I am your cross-dresser. Real talk. You sound like a white man who is upset and he's losing the privilege, his white privilege. That's what you sound like. Seriously.
Yeah. Right? You mad because
I'm not getting gentrified. Wait a minute. I'm not the one getting gentrified here.
You are.
The population isn't declining in my city.
It didn't happen. You only got little Inuit sorry ass in there.
If I were you,
and Josh Taylor.
Excuse me. Gentrification ain't hitting my white ass. I'll tell you that much.
For 400 years. Look, for 400 years.
400 years till this day. Till this day.
We coming for our reparations too, motherfuckers. So be ready to pay up.
Yep. Dude, you want a handout?
You already know.
Handouts, baby. I love handouts, dude. Everyone should get a handout. I love handouts. Do you like handouts?
People got handouts too.
What do you call
You like handouts, Chris? You deserve a handout?
All right, guys. This is devolving. Hold on. All right, we're getting out of control here. Let's stick to boxing, guys.
Hey,
boxing.
you just know where their heads at when they say Katie Taylor's just that white bitch. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
Yes,
that's where their heads at.
White bitch because Clarissa finna fuck her up.
See, that's what it is. That's what it is with them.
Clarissa she's never lost.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro.
All right, guys. You know what? Let's try something. Let's try something different here. Rarebreed's back. Let's ask Rarebreed. What do you want to talk about, Rarebreed?
Talk whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us a topic.
Let's see. Let's talk about Virgil and Stanionis. And
oh my God, booty anus.
Let's talk about the people who are crazy to pick their own goddamn God. Let's talk about them.
Come on, man.
Hey,
all right, hold on.
Okay,
let's not talk about.
Let's talk about.
Please.
Is Villa a good opponent for Boots Ennis?
He's gonna break his jaw.
I don't know. We just saw him that one performance. We'll see.
Boots need to fight anybody he can because
Villa reminds me of Maidana. He's unknown, but he's like a dangerous puncher.
Okay, no, you can't say that. Maidana was pretty well established in Argentina, knocking out fools. He was well known before he came over to America.
The Amir Khan fight, Broner fight.
No, the reason I say that is because that's basically what Villa's doing in Venezuela and Colombia. That's what he's doing.
But Argentina as a culture, it was him and Lucas Batiste fighting for the top, and then they came to America, and they had a huge following. Like, they beat Zab Judah and got robbed, and they beat Devin Alexander and got robbed.
Villa is nowhere near this
Do you
guy.
consider Before I finish, hold up. Do you consider Rocha a good fighter, Alexis Rocha?
You know, he's pretty basic, but I think he could beat a lot of guys. Yeah, I think I could beat a lot of guys.
Okay. So the reason I brought that up is because Rocha lost to Rashidi Ellis, even though he was having success with Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah, that's triangle theory, bro. That's triangle theory. Different guys lose to different guys
wait me
all
out.
the time.
Let me finish.
Different
I understand
guys
it's triangle
lose to
theory.
different guys all the time.
Come
on, Maidana lost to
let him finish.
No, let me finish. The reason I brought up Alexis Rocha is because he actually was having success with Rashidi Ellis in terms of like getting the pressure in the late rounds. But unlike Villa, he didn't have the power to finish him off. So what I'm saying is you cannot sleep on a guy like Villa. Right. There we go. So that's all I'm saying, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Maidana and Villa are two completely different fucking type of fighters.
Yeah.
We only saw Villa
I understand what you're saying.
We saw Villa perform one time, and then like Amir Khan beat Maidana, dude. Like, come on, dude.
Amir Khan.
I mean, Styles makes fights. Guess what? Amir Khan whooped his ass. Amir Khan beat him, and he gave Floyd a tough fight. Styles makes fights, right?
Wait, he gave
we
who a
don't
tough
know.
fight?
He gave Floyd a tough fight.
What are we talking about? Like Amir Khan is not good. What the hell?
Yeah, Amir Khan's not a bum. But also,
I mean, Amir Khan is not. He got knocked out by Bradis Prescott.
He's not a
he got knocked out by Bradis Prescott.
Yeah, he's chinny. He's chinny. He's still a good fighter. But
he's fast-handed. But man, when you go to he just tried to go to Virgil Hunter and mooch off the Andre Ward camp. That didn't work. His whole career is kind of a shambles.
Well, here's what we don't know about Boots. We don't know if he has a chin. So if this guy, if there's a guy that's going to test his chin, it's a guy like Villa.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
again, we saw a lot of Maidana. We've only really seen one good Villa fight.
But Boots, he needs to go.
Bro, you see like one time. Shut your ass up, dude. Like, get out of here.
You can make an argument. Villa's got a better win on his resume than Boots does.
He for sure does. He for sure does.
Yeah, he does.
Boots Ennis did not look good. I thought Aaron looked pretty damn fucking good against Boots Ennis. I thought that fight could have been a draw, to be honest.
So if Boots is a high job or he got exposed like some people think, this should be a hard fight, right? Or I'm just saying.
Fight I'm looking. Yeah, no, it's a good fight, but Villa he's not really like a Maidana. Like he's not someone that's pretty established.
No, he's saying he might be. He might be. Well, who knows? But he might be. Maybe.
The reason I say stylistically, Maidana was a guy that threw a lot of punches and had bricks in both hands, and that's kind of what Villa is.
Straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward. No tricks.
Anyone
no
else
flash.
Significance though? Like, do you know if Villa's fought anyone else of significance that you can remember?
No, it's because when you're a Venezuelan fighter, bro, you're not gonna have that kind of backing behind you. You got to come out the mud.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
That's just
so.
That's why I have my questions. I think it'll be a great fight. Yeah, dude has power, but both fighters are untested. We'll see.
Think about this. One last thing, and I'll let you go. Whoever is coming after. Villa has 26 fights, 24 knockouts. He would have 25 knockouts if the Rashidi Ellis wasn't saved by the bell in the 12th round. Yeah. So basically, this dude has a 90+% knockout ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is that you're gonna think very, very highly of Boots if he gets past this fight, right?
If he walks through Villa. Basically, then I would.
But here's the thing, though. Like you're saying that he might. I mean, Villa has a possibility of exposing Ennis or showing some weaknesses, or maybe not. Maybe Ennis destroys this guy. But the thing is, Boots Ennis already struggled in his last fight, didn't he?
It wasn't a struggle. It was just he couldn't knock his ass out. He was going.
He struggled against that guy. So Styles makes fights. You said Styles make fights.
A lion trying to catch a little mouse.
Styles make fights. He should fight another style similar to that, where he got trouble.
That's true.
I mean, there's only so many of those type of guys around, though.
Man.
Okay.
The only guy I can imagine that would have that type of style is like a prime Keith Thurman or a prime Crawford.
Who the fuck why would he fight? I mean, he could fight Keith, but why would he fight Keith for no belt?
Keith don't want no smoke, man.
Why would I fight Keith for no belt? That don't even make sense.
Well, if Villa has this much power, it's going to be a good test for Boots' chin, I guess, if he lands.
Yeah, and Villa doesn't get tired, so you're not going to, And he's not a bitch like Karen.
Yeah, but don't go crazy, Red Bull, if he beats Villa though, because it seems like you're ready to start like celebrating or like going crazy.
Nah, but it's still it's a decent win.
Okay.
The reason why I wouldn't go crazy about that win is just because you said the power. He's from Venezuela. He hasn't fought a bunch of competition, but that's why I wouldn't go crazy.
We don't know this guy.
He beat Rashidi. He beat Speedy Ellis. That was one good win, man. But who knows? That's it.
Yeah.
So who did Earl and all them other boys fight till they got championship fights? Nobody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Nobody until you get championship fights. For real.
Yeah. You really can't. You can't.
Look, man, Rare's thing is just trying to pump Villa up like he's some killer. That's all. It's just like you just came up fight Cambozo. Cambozo went 12 with Haney. Oh my God, look how great Shakira is. Like, man.
Yeah.
No. They're gonna try to pump whoever these guys fight. They try to pump up.
Well, Amir Khan is an amazing boxer now. Amir Khan is no longer a UK bomb. He's he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter.
Right, exactly. There you go. See, these guys flip flop, man.
No, they're not all UK bombs.
You know, Virgil's fighting the tougher fight. Stanionis is way more
cool. But Frank, you learned Booty Anus score that he's going to expose Booty Anus. So shut the fuck up.
He's gonna break Booty Anus' jaw. You'll see.
Exactly. So don't try to change up now, you bitch ass.
What do you mean? I'm telling you, you think he's all that. I don't think
you think yourself is a tough fight. So why would I try to?
Like he's this killer, and oh my gosh, it's like wow, dude. He was probably, getting out boxed. Well, he wasn't getting out. He was getting out ran by Rashidi Ellis, but Rashidi Ellis wasn't shit. Rashidi Ellis wasn't and ain't shit. The guy was like a 2-year layoff. And Ruben B.
If you think he's going to expose Boots in his that logic, you should be giving Boots credit if he beats him, right?
No. Look, I'm telling you how it goes, man. You don't like my analysis. Well, that's on you. You just don't.
No,
like
I'm saying if you think he's going to beat Boots in this, if Boots destroys him, you should get credit, right?
You want to say that your shit is gospel, but it's not. There's always a counter. And I'm telling you what the counter is. The Ruben Villa, he's just a tough rugged guy. He was brought in to look good against Ellis. Ellis was supposed to outbox him, and it didn't work out. So now he's this big killer threat, which is not true. He's average. He's average with, tough, rugged Colombian or Venezuelan guy. But Virgil Ennis is fighting the actually harder, tougher fight.
They're setting this up to be a big win. They're setting this up to be a bigger win than it actually is.
Exactly.
Basically.
Because look, and I'm going to tell you how. Because when Cambosos fight Shakira and Shakira knocks him out, they're going to have to say, oh, but look, Cambosos he fought 2. He went 24 rounds with Haney. So it's going to make Shakira's win look how much bigger. And this is how they do it in boxing. But like I said, we don't get fooled. Or at least I'm not buying the bullshit. Because Virgil's in way tougher than Booty Anus. And it took him this long to fight this level of fight. Like, it's not even a championship fighter. The guy's not even an ex-champion. That's how they try to pump up Hanky. Oh, he fought an ex-JoJo was a champion. All these guys that are ex-champions, but they weren't shit at the time. Was a champion. Ruben Villa is not that dude. Like, he's just not.
All these dudes you have a nickname for.
What I'm saying is that Stanionis is the tougher, much tougher fight, higher ranked, in line for a title. Was Ruben Villa ever in line for a title? No. So get the fuck out of here with he's the killer. Like, don't sit here and try to pump him like the boogeyman. Like, that's what's crazy about y'all. Y'all try to come and sell us these lies. And you only sell for one side.
Explain me that quality is pumping somebody up as the boogeyman?
No, that's what he's coming trying to sell me. Ruben V is this killer. We know Stanionis is at least was in line for an interim title shot. Like, at least Stanionis is that dude. Ruben Villa is not that dude. Like, stop trying to sell us that he's even on the level of a Stanionis, because he's not. Rashidi Ellis wasn't shit.
Too. It'll be the same shit.
Ruben Villa was brought in as an opponent, so they could build up Rashidi Ellis. They were trying to build up Rashidi Ellis fight because that's what they said. The announcers, go back and watch that fight. They were saying, I don't know why Booty Anus is not fighting Rashidi Ellis. Why is that fight not happening? Rashidi Ellis, they were trying to cover for Rashidi, saying, well, he hasn't fought, so he's going to fight this tough Venezuelan, but he was brought in to win. Venezuela upset the honeypot, so now in order to give Boots a tough fight, they have to give him Villa because people were pissed about that Karen fight. Everybody was pissed. They said, "Wow, he looked like
didn't
shit."
he prove himself? Didn't he prove this guy is legit?
Nobody said that it was a great fight. People were booing. It was a shitty ass fight, and everybody knows it.
He trying to do too much to knock him out.
See, all the excuses come flying. But you can't say that. What I'm saying, it was a shitty.
Hey, y'all don't see a pattern with Frank's the way with his little nicknames, Shakira, Booty Anus. Y'all don't see a pattern here. Come on, bro.
There's the same pattern. UK bums, right? It works both ways. See, that's what you don't understand. Everything always has a counter, bro. It works both ways. You want it one way.
You want to turn into a race day, so like it is what it is.
You come in and say UK bumps. See, you're making it racial with the UK bumps and that white bitch. That's you. That's
bro,
not me.
There's all kinds of people from the UK. They're not all white. Shut the fuck up.
No, but you're throwing the term UK bumps, and we know what you mean.
Is not white.
We know what
people in the UK who are not white.
It's the same thing, bro. It's the same. It works both ways. Racism, because I'm saying Booty Anus is not all that, and he's probably going to get chin checked by Villa.
Is that Ennis?
Booty Anus.
All these little corny ass nicknames for all these black fighters.
It's the way Booty. I don't know, but he's good. He's the only elite.
Booty Anus is a hype job.
He probably thinks about it. He's fucking effective.
Besides Terrence Bud.
Don't get mad. Stop crying.
All right, guys, let me quickly read super chat here from CT super chat. He says, if Canelo turns down the 50 million, it is a clear dog. All right. If it's true that there was an offer, if it's true there's an offer, because somebody else said that Eddie Reynoso said that they didn't get an offer. So who's lying?
Look, just so we know, Canelo's the A side, so Benavidez has to acquiesce to him.
Samson showed the email, Bucho. Samson showed the email.
Let me speak. You speak a lot. Look, no, just off top. Canelo's the A side, because what do they say? Oh, Floyd's the A side. Everybody has to do what Floyd does. Now what they're saying about Spence. Oh, he's the A side.
This is the catch with that deal. They're gonna offer him. They're gonna offer Canelo multiple fights. They're gonna offer him multiple fights that could add up to 50 million. They've already that shit when he was in a fight plan.
So
they try to offer him 60 million for 3 fights.
You know better, do you?
I remember that. And they try to say that Canelo was ducking Carlo for 60 million. But they're trying to offer him like 3 fights with a total up to 60.
How do you know that?
So it's like they're playing with words. Because they fucking said it, dumbass. That's all I fucking noted. That's what they fucking said. PBC, bro. Their reports put out by their people. They'd offer him a 3-fight deal that could add up to 60 million. And they said Canelo's scared of Charlo. They offered him 60 million. They offered him 3 fights, bro.
Canelo,
yeah, I know you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know you know what the fuck I'm
talking about.
Do some fucking research,
100 million.
and then come back.
That was over a year ago. We're talking about today. We're talking about now.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. So you know the inside dealings, do you?
I do know.
Well, I don't know shit. Didn't even know what day it is.
Nah, stick around. You might learn something.
So you know more? You want more facts? Apparently, you know more.
Hey, I'm going by what was released. He released the email.
Exactly. You believe everything you read? You believe everything you hear?
Well, depends who it comes from. I think we should believe what he's saying, shouldn't we? He showed the fucking email, literally the whole email, the text. So
now we don't live in an age of technology where shit can't be doctored, that there's not fake news?
Oh, hey, what shape is planet Earth, Frank? What shape is planet Earth?
Anything can be disputed. I mean, you're a moron.
Have we been to the moon, Frank, or what?
Al Hamer's assistant just made an email.
Do you know for a fact? Have you seen the email?
That's the it's online. It's the best evidence we have so far.
So you believe everything you see in here? That's what we're going to.
No, not everything. Not everything. I don't believe anything you say. That's for sure.
It works both ways, dude. I think you're full of shit. But anyway, Canelo should hold. No, fuck that. It don't even matter if they do. Canelo should play hardball, be the A side, make David come over. Make him bend over, basically. He should make David bend over, and David should bend over and take the fight.
Why?
Because he wants to fight, supposedly. If he gets offered a fight, he needs to take it.
I would.
Why is he going to make him jump up and down and bend over?
Because that's what the A-side does, right? That's what Floyd did, and that's what Stank Davis did, and it's okay then.
If you want to be the A-side, you got to jump up and down for Canelo.
I think they just cared about money. Didn't they just care about money? You pay me the money.
Ryan just did it.
You pay me the money and I'll fight. Pay me the money and I'll fight.
David needs to bend over.
David said he was willing to bend over. He said that.
Okay, then let's see it. Let's see him take a low ball offer, go fight on the zone.
Okay. Since y'all want to believe, hold on. Since y'all want to believe all the bullshit, didn't David's dad said he's not even worried about Canelo no more? They're not pursuing that fight, and they got 3 fights lined up with PBC that are not Canelo. Did he ever say that shit?
He said.
Did they say that?
You don't understand what it means.
Did they say that shit? Benavidez fanboy.
He said it, but you don't understand what it means. You don't understand what it means.
That fake email that has no numbers on it.
It means that they weren't going to just focus on him. They want to focus on other fighters. But if the opportunity comes up, of course you're going to fight for undisputed against the cash cow. You're not going to fight on.
Didn't Samson also say that?
You're putting words in Davis' mouth. Put Davis' dick in your mouth.
But why is it honest? I mean, it's almost as if they don't want to fight. Why isn't he sending the offer to the B-side? Are you worried about? Are you curious about that?
Alvarez doesn't want to fight. Alvarez has got a foot into retirement and the other foot on a banana peel. He's on his way out. Trust. He's not looking for any tough fights.
There you go. That's real talk.
He got to hand over the keys.
Terrence Crawford is on the rise, and Canelo's on the way out. Trust me.
I mean, the problem is Canelo's cleaned out every UK bum that's currently active, so he's in a corner. Like, can anybody give him a suggestion? Any other UK bums he can fight? Who else can he fight? Maybe he can drag out Billy Joe.
Go to a pub in Manchester or some shit. You'll find somebody.
Bring Roy Jones out of retirement or something like that.
I have a challenge for the resident Alvarez fanboys. I got $20 right now that says Alvarez's next fight is not.
Whoa, $20, bro! Damn, dude, don't break the bank.
I know, big baller alert.
Don't break the bank. With $20,
fucking cheap ass motherfucker. That's why.
Let's make it $100.
You got $100 worth of KFC. Oh shit.
Okay.
You got the coupon. Right now that says, I got $20 too, bro. I got $20 too, bro.
You're lucky to get $20. I bet you won't take the bet. Are you going to take his bet or what?
All right, fuck it. CT, thank you for your contribution. CT, thank you for your contribution. He says, crazy how the energy for Canelo's mandatories changed.
Yep. He get to move anywhere he wants.
I don't get that statement. What does that
I
mean?
mean, neither. I don't understand. What does that mean?
It means it's okay. It's okay when someone else has to fight a mandatory. It's a big deal when Canelo fights a mandatory. That's what that's saying.
I think he meant like how easy it was to make the fight with John Ryder.
No, never sober is correct. That's what he meant.
Say it again, mandatory they ran.
I said, so when someone else like Spence has to fight a bum ass fucking mandatory fighter, it's a mandatory. It is what it is. He has to.
Yeah.
Like what's those
carry picking and being.
The Charlo sister is gonna come back and fight Sulecki because it's a mandatory.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, none of the residents.
That's a dumbass statement. When's the last time you saw Spence fight a bum ass mandatory?
Never.
Campo? That was what, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Wait, so he chose to fight under gun.
Oh, Canelo
hasn't fought. Canelo's fighting. The guy you just said doesn't even fucking fight. He hasn't fought in 14 months. Like, holy shit, dude. How are you saying guys who don't fight? Two names. Spence hasn't fought 14 months. Jamal, whatever the fuck, hasn't fought in 2 years. And you're going to sit here and defend him. That's fucking crazy.
Canelo fanboys are going to get my money. Is that what it is?
But there's no Canelo fanboys here.
Yeah, we want your $20, bro.
You're a huge fanboy, Frank.
Canelo
Be a man and admit it.
Point out where I fanboy. I don't fanboy. We know you suck off Benavidez, and we know Rare Stink sucks off Booty Anus. We know that.
Defend Canelo 100% of the time. Doesn't that make you a fanboy?
Not necessarily. No.
Not necessarily. No.
If I was defending him, I would say he shouldn't. Look, I'll say it like this. If I was defending Benavidez like these losers defend Haney, I would say, no, don't fight Benavidez. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight.
You want to see a fight.
These Stankies are scared. Don't fight Loma. No, please, no. It's not healthy. But I'm not saying, no, Nello, don't fight Benavidez. I'd never say that. I want to see him fight him.
Yeah, you just want him to fucking make him bend over and do fucking the jump up and down and backflip.
No, he gotta do that. A fanboy protecting him like they would protect Stanky would be like, no, don't fight Loma. I'm saying yes, Canelo, fight Benavidez. Do it. I would never say don't fight
Loma. If Floyd fight Loma.
No. He's referring to me being a fangirl like you guys with Stanky. And I'm saying your protection of Stanky is weird. Don't fight that guy. No, it's not healthy. I would never say that about Canelo. I'm not that level of fangirl where I'm like protecting him.
If Canelo couldn't make weight, you wouldn't tell him not to fight nobody?
No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You want him to bring himself down and
I can give a shit. I don't give a fuck. We want to see the fight. He's gonna fight. Fuck it, Canelo, do it. Rise up above your problems, Canelo. Do it. Handle that shit. We don't protect our shit. I'm not scared like a fangirl. We don't cry like y'all. I would never cry and protect my fighter.
I would tell him don't do that shit. Don't fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, because y'all scary ass stank fans. Y'all scary fangirls. That's ridiculous. I've never in my life said, Tito, don't fight for
It's no more to give.
You never heard Canelo fans say, don't fight Bivol. No, Canelo, please don't. It's not right.
Like, do that because Bivol gonna beat his ass.
We don't act like that. We don't give a fuck. Yeah, Canelo, go get that shit. Like we don't act like y'all. It's weird how y'all do that.
They're scared of their fighters losing. They will lose sleep.
It's wild. Exactly. It's like they identify. I don't identify with Canelo. He doesn't make me or break me. I want to see the fights.
Canelo staying away from anybody that's gonna whoop his ass, and everybody know that.
He's fighting Bivol. Yeah. You're just contradicting yourself. You're not even you're not even using your head.
Nobody asked for that rematch, bro. We want to see.
But he's afraid. He said he's not gonna fight anybody that's gonna beat him. But yet he's saying that Bivol will beat his ass. Yeah, and Canelo's looking for that fight. So what the fuck?
Yeah, there's nothing to lose if he fights Bivol, though. There's no belt on the line. What is he gonna lose if he fights Bivol? It's just a loss.
He already lost. Like people are like putting him at number 5 in pound for. People are dropping him from the pound for pound. There is something to lose. Yes, look at this, guys. I'll tell you what. There's prestige. You lose prestige because since Canelo lost the fight against Bivol, they've been dropping him out of on the pound for pound rankings. Wow.
Which fight has more to lose? More to lose.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to ask. You already asked that shit.
It's Benavidez. It's not even close, Barrage. It's Benavidez.
No, but does he concede that? I mean, I'm curious.
No, they're not going to say it, but they know it's
Benavidez out, bro. I don't know why y'all think Benavidez is going to do work. He's going to get knocked out.
Okay, then it should be easy for Canelo to make then if it's so easy.
Yeah, but Benavidez cannot act like the A side.
Benavidez with PBC like a little fucking idiot. That's why it's easy to make.
Benavidez should leave the PBC. How's that?
Hey, bro, no. PBC's a bullshit ass place. It's a bullshit. They treat everybody fucking wrong who's not on their team, bro. So Canelo is not going to go nowhere so easily.
I don't care who the A side, B side.
Are you guys stupid? Would you go to PBC when they're your rivals? That's fucking dumb.
Exactly.
Canelo already get the belt, bro. Shut the fuck up,
What do you mean? Canelo's fought on the PBC a million times.
Yeah.
Dave's going to have to capitulate. Dave's going to have to come to the zone. David's gonna have to kiss the ring.
Canelo doesn't mean
and then he'll get his ass tossed out. And then he'll get his ass tossed out.
He'll fight on PBC. He ain't got no choice.
Wait, Bucho, say something.
You got a choice.
Bucho, let me say something. Because like you're seeing this trend, right? When we were attacking Stanky, we got all offended and we're racist.
We're talking about Canelo.
Bucho, exactly. That's what I'm alluding to. Is when we were attacking Stanky, it was racist. It was a crime. But they have the same ridiculous energy for Canelo. You see how it flips?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Does he hate Mexicans or something? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, there's a weirdo in every bunch. It don't matter. I'm showing.
So what are you saying? Maybe he's a boxing fan that wants to see the fight.
I'm just showing energy that you're presenting.
No, you're playing a victim. That's what you're doing.
In the panel, you can see how it flipped. You can see how it flipped.
Every time you're on the panel,
but I don't sit and cry racism. I don't say it's racist, you guys.
You're doing it right now.
No.
that shit right now.
Energy that you're doing. What you're saying that we did with Stanky and
Bro,
and
act like nobody
you're
can
doing it with
criticize
Canelo.
Canelo. Like, get off his nuts.
But I don't cry it. I don't start crying it. That's the
You're
only
crying right now. What do you mean?
You have to have your opinion.
You've
No,
been
I'm
crying
just
the
showing
last
the
2 weeks
people.
about Lomachenko.
I'm showing the people
Damn.
where y'all coming from. No, I'm just showing the people where y'all coming from.
You're not
That's
some
all.
like you're not some dude like some conspiracy theorist with uncovering some wild shit. Shut up. You're just a crybaby.
Obvious. It's obvious. No, because you guys had that weird ass energy for us when we were saying, criticizing Hank.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't stand on here, bro. You got no legs. You got no legs to stand on here, bro. I already heard that bullshit. You flip flop your fucking opinion. Everybody fucking go, bro.
No, but
you were defending Devin Haney.
Hold on.
Like he won. And then you're on Rapstar.
I do think he won, but you can say Loma won too.
You flip flop. No. You flip flop, bro. Your opinions do. Like you change your name. You can't be taken seriously.
No, here's the difference between me and you, Sober.
You change your vernacular.
Here's the difference between you and me,
bro. You start talking black when you start hanging out with black folks.
Sober. Here's the difference between me and you. Here's the difference between me and you.
I'm the same with everybody.
Let me respond to this dude real quick.
The difference between me and you is I'm the same with everybody. You act different around people.
So here's the difference between me.
That's what you do, bro.
I don't like.
Hey, bro, I can't take you seriously, bro. I can't take you more seriously. I don't want to hear it.
You're a little boy.
Hey, bro, I don't want to hear from you, bro. I can't take you seriously, dude.
All right, cool, man. Keep it going.
No, but to be fair, some people have been.
I want the $20 from an old boy who.
Man, you finished.
Hold on.
Canelo's undisputed and Hankey's undisputed, but they love one and hate the other. See, that just tells you all you need to know.
You're general.
Yeah, but hold on. It is a bit irrational. Somebody earlier was saying that Bruce Ennis is high on the pound for pound list than anyway. So there have been some really irrational.
Jackson.
That's his opinion.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. He also said there was no non-black undisputed champion, but Canelo is undisputed. It is just some weird arguments.
I never said that.
No, I didn't say you did say that. Somebody else said that though. It's really irrational. Some people like it's crazy. Like,
but it just shows you their level of.
We just got to see the fight. So why are you talking all this shit? It's like crazy. Like I don't know anybody who doesn't want to see.
Here's the thing about me though. I don't play both sides. Look, I don't like the Devin Haney fanboys.
Shit. Now here we go. He's trying to give his spiel.
I don't like the Devin Haney fanboy, and I don't like the Lomachenko fanboys with their excuses. So that's why I go at both of them.
What excuses? What's the excuse? I don't even know what Lomachenko is.
You play both sides, bro. You play both sides.
You can't sit here and cry it was a robbery when it was a close fight. That's what I mean.
It was a robbery, man. None of the judges saw it for. How can you say it was a close fight when none of the judges gave it to Lomachenko? One judge had it 116, 112. According to the judges, it wasn't a close fight. According to the judges, it wasn't a close fight. To 3 judges, like none of them gave it to, not even a draw. And then you had the 116, 112.
Yeah, always
getting because you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now, if you like the judge's decision,
that's not even saying you
goofball. You have to like the decision in another fight. Okay. So
hey, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's not cake and eat it, bro. It's not.
And by the way, 7-5 would have did school Chavez. That wasn't a close fight. That was an ass whooping.
That is 7-5 is a close.
That was a draw.
Ass whooping.
That was not a draw. That was a robbery. That was some bullshit.
Ass whooping.
Beat the shit out of Chavez. You know it.
That's what you call an ass whooping. You know what's an ass whooping? A stoppage or somebody getting destroyed, beaten up. This is what's wrong with the sport. This is what's wrong with the sport these days. People don't even know what a whooping is. People don't even know. People don't even know what a whooping is. Right? You don't know shit about boxing. That's not a whooping. That's not a fucking. It's not a whooping, man. They don't know. They don't know what it is. That's why the sport is in terrible condition.
It's not. This has been the best year in boxing because you've been talking about all the fights.
Exactly.
No, that's not. That doesn't mean it's. That doesn't mean Crawford. No. You know what makes the sport exciting? No. It gets excited because it gets exciting because of.
About every fight that happened.
No. Yeah. I've been talking about these fights, but what the fights haven't been exciting that much. I mean, there'll be robberies. I don't like that. But what makes it exciting is some fanboys. They provide entertainment. They provide material for me to make fun of, and that's entertainment.
Where's the potential?
Hey, you did pick Ryan Garcia to beat Tank Davis. So, hey, Butcher, from here on out, I want you to predict fights so I can pick the other person, you know.
Yeah, because one fight, all of a sudden, everybody's like Nostradamus, you know. Like, by the way, Dennis F. from Boston, thank you for the contribution. He says, Inoue beat Nonito Donaire twice. How about Boots? How about Boots? Boots Ennis, because Jackson has Boots Ennis on the pound for pound list above Inoue.
Has he even been a champion?
Hold on. Champions. Hey, bro, shut up. Hey, bro, you want to talk about Donaire? Hold on, bro.
He was 40 years old.
Hey, Jackson, shut up, bro.
He was 40
Hey, bro, shut up. You want to talk about his age? He just came out beating 2 undefeated guys, knocking him out. So quit talking out your fucking ass, bro. If you know what the fuck, if you watch the fights, bro, you fucking know. So shut the fuck up.
Karen was a great fighter who Boots beat up. Karen was a great fighter. You know what I mean?
He barely
got through. Did you see his fucking face?
What would Inoue do to Karen?
What happened in the rematch?
He has fought nobody. Who did he win for undisputed?
Wow, you sound like a bro. Wow, bro. You sound like a
obvious dude. First it was a triple bum Golovkin, then it was Inoue's trash.
They're all trash, man.
Like it's just a trend. There's like this trend here.
Wow. Who has Bruce?
He didn't even have Bruce Lee. That's how crazy this guy is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who the fuck did the Boots beat? And I like Boots too. Like, at one point in time, I liked him. But who has he beat though? Like compared to you're gonna compare Inoue's resume, Boots' resume?
They haven't fought each other. You talking about the top young guys? It's only a couple of them. They're gonna fight each other. They have to now. They're gonna fight all for the belts. Right.
Well, Inoue's already fought him. Inoue's already fought him. And he's looked good in it. And he's looked good in it compared to Boots.
Inoue's unifying his
moving up to fight other guys.
But even then, compared to Boots.
Okay,
but look, Inoue, the difference though, but Inoue does look like a monster though. And then even then, Inoue looks like a beast when he's fucking fighting those guys. Like Boots, he looked good, but he doesn't look spectacular. He doesn't look like Inoue.
Hey, but here's the biggest difference between Inoue and Boots though. Inoue doesn't have 2 champions in his division holding up.
The big difference is Boots is black. The big difference is that he's black. Did you guys notice?
No, that's true. Inoue doesn't have 2 champions in his division holding up the weight class. That's
but Inoue moved up multiple times.
No, but I'm saying, but we gotta use that as context. That's
but nobody's denying that. That's
Hey, okay. I mean,
you guys have
in a different world.
Hold on, guys. Everybody's jumping at the same time. Let PSK go in.
No, I said Inoue was in divisions where the champions held up the division, and guess what he did? He moved up.
There's no so you want Boots to move up and just ignore? Come on, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Well, because the opportunity is at 147. But move up.
You know what he did?
All the big names are 147. Virgil, Crawford, Spence.
Money division. That's the money.
Exactly.
That's where you get the
This is
most
the premier division.
Why would I
That's the money division. There's nobody there. How's that the money division?
Why would I? That is the money division.
Shut the fuck up, dude. How's that the money division, bro?
Spence, Crawford, you get big paid as
147
right now.
Who's making money at 147, bro?
Look, man, and Earl, what are you talking about? The other guys can't make money because they have all the belts. What are we talking about?
Exactly. Virgil would be a champion by now if it wasn't for these guys.
When you need money to get money, you don't
want these guys to wait around for these guys that don't want to fight.
That's foolish logic.
You want these guys to wait around? You want Boots to wait around and waste his potential?
You don't need a belt to get money.
No, bro, they don't. See, you sound like a fucking dumbass, bro.
You use a dumbass argument. You need a belt to get money. It's just not true.
I know.
You can still fight the fights. Virgil's fighting Stanionis, but
they have to wait on these fools, bro.
Watch this. Never sitters. Hey, watch. But Bucho, watch this. Bucho.
Jackson, stop screaming like a maniac. Jackson, calm down, man. Jesus, I have to mute you every time.
Bucho.
Yes.
Bucho, watch this. Okay, so a lot of these guys, they have Fulton ranked very high, right? When Inoue beats his ass, watch how they disown Fulton. Watch.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Oh yeah.
He's not gonna beat him.
Yeah.
Just like they did a Gary Russell Jr., bro. Just like they did a
He's just a nobody now.
Robert Easter. Who else beat their ass and then they switched up? Oh, he wasn't all that.
Yeah.
Gary Russell.
No.
Remember
what happened with Broner was he wasn't training properly. Broner, he had talent, but he just wasn't training properly, and he was every fight was like that. Every time he fought and didn't look good or lost, it's because he's not training. And then eventually he just.
What do you think they're gonna say?
He's so talented, though. He's blessed by God. You know.
He's so good.
He's in a way.
He's gonna went to Japan. They're gonna have that excuse. Oh, he went to Japan. He should have never went to Japan.
Rashidi Ellis was no good.
That's why he's gonna watch him. Has Inoue fought anybody that moves around the ring? No, he's always fought standstill fighters.
No, but what are you gonna say when you
correct? What are you talking about? You don't watch his fights, bro. He unified all the belts against a runner, bro. You don't know what the fuck you're even talking about.
Paul was standing right in front of his fucking face. Paul was standing right there getting his ass beat the whole night.
Who?
He didn't run. He only ran when he found out. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat. That's when he ran.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, the lad. You talking about when he just became undisputed?
Paul. You mean
what's his name?
Paul. His first name is Paul. First name is Paul. That's how trash he is. I only remember his first name. He start running.
Okay, but you remember how he fought. You don't remember how he fought either.
He start running. It was not a competitive fight. Inoue beat the shit out of him.
I guess Emmanuel Rodriguez isn't a mover as well, right?
Everybody knows Paul Butler's fucking garbage. All these guys
Emmanuel Rodriguez is not a mover, right?
These UK fucking cans.
Do you even know who Emmanuel Rodriguez is? Yeah. No?
That guy's a good fighter, but Paul Butler, nah.
No, I didn't say Paul Butler was, but Rodriguez was a mover.
That's actually a good win by in a way, and it's paid well too.
Yeah, so what's Boots' equivalent to that win? Then let's give me that.
I'm not comparing Boots anyway.
No, he's saying he's above him.
The lightweight division.
The other guy hasn't even answered the question, but there is none. For sure.
Exactly.
Hey, bro. Hey, the person who has the boots on their pound for pound. What's your criteria? What's your criteria for putting him on the pound for pound, bro?
Skin tone.
No.
So who's the guy? Is it Jackson? Are you the one that put him on the pound for pound list?
You know what the pound for pound criteria is for, right? It's your skill set in any weight division.
Skin tone versus my skin tone.
Hey, if that's the criteria, then I would agree with that. I think Boots can go to 54, 60 and still be successful.
Yes. And then if you take his skill set and put it in 22, he's killing everybody. That's what pound for pound is. It's imaginary putting people skills in different weight classes.
Yeah, but he's not proving it at the elite
level. You literally have to fight somebody. He hasn't even fought a top 10 guy yet, has he?
Wait.
He's about to be in top 10 right now.
Hey, I have a serious question though. I have a serious question for Rare Thinking his homeboy. Hey, how do you have Booty Anus above Stephen Fulton alone? Like Stephen Fulton should be on your list. Like he's not bad. He is unified.
He is on my list.
He's not on Jackson's list. How do you have
Jackson?
How do you have How do you have Booty Anus ahead of Fulton when Fulton should really be on your list?
His skill set is better because he got the equalizer.
But how do you just leave Fulton off the list? You don't recognize Fulton? Supposedly these bets
Fulton will tell you himself Boots is better than he is.
And when he beat
has the equalizer.
He better be number 2.
Why wasn't
all the
Usyk
skill
on
that
the...
Fulton has?
Hold on, Jackson. Why wasn't Usyk on the pound for pound list?
Because what the fuck? He's running. He running from Deontay Wilder. He's running from Deontay Wilder. Why would I put runner?
He's running from Deontay Wilder.
He's running.
So Deontay Wilder, he's not pound for pound, right? Is that?
He don't want to fight. He said, "I don't fight that man."
You heard it here first, bro. Usyk Deontay Wilder.
You don't want to fight.
Can I just say?
I don't like runners on my
Jackson,
list.
shut up for a second.
Pound is not for heavyweight.
So
he got Fulton on his list. You don't like runners.
Hey, let Mirage
talk. Pound is not for heavyweight.
Let me rush.
So
go in.
Mirage, what do you got nothing to say, bro?
I like Boots Ennis. Like, I think he has a lot of potential. But
did
you guys listen? Did you guys listen to when Crawford pressed him on the podcast? Man, I don't like his energy. His energy is fucking soft.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Mirage.
soft-ass
Thing is,
energy, man.
yeah, but the thing is, Mirage. Not everybody is a trash talker. You know, some people are. They do their talking in the ring or fighting. Like Pacquiao wasn't a trash talker.
It's not just trash talk. The stuff he was saying sounded like bullshit. Like Crawford was saying, "When did you want to fight me?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we wanted to fight you, man." A lot of time he goes, "Be specific." When it wasn't specific. It sounded like he was bullshitting to me. And we all know, like he's taken the IBF route. He was ranked with the WBO. To me, that was suspicious. How he could have gone after Crawford. So I'm not convinced with his energy.
He could have gone after Crawford because Crawford was not going to fight.
I'm being real. I think it's potential, but I want to see him fuck somebody up.
Okay. I just have one question for you, Mirage. I just have one question for you.
First of all,
so let me just ask Mirage one question.
So don't even do that. Don't even do that. He wasn't even a mandatory before he moved.
So Mirage, let me just ask you the one question, and I'm gonna let you go. Okay, hold up, Jackson. So let's say Boots did go after the WBO mandatory for Crawford. Do you think Crawford's team would have took that detour of fighting Spence and then just fighting Boots instead? Do you think they would have done that?
Fuck no.
Well, even mandatory, it doesn't matter what he wants.
All we can do is press him and put himself in position.
So you're talking about symbolism then. You don't care about the action. You just care about symbolism. Yeah, Boots ain't no damn tune-up for Spence. That is not a tune-up. That's a dangerous-ass fight.
Yeah, but that's he got his mandatory
after that fight.
Yeah, mandatory.
That's what he got the other dude at the end.
Okay, well, shit. You know, there's still a chance for that fight to be made in the future.
I don't know. They talking about going up to 54. They're not fighting Boots. They're leaving. They're leaving all the belts and they're gone.
Yeah, to fight the undisputed champion at 54.
Yeah. Whoever wins.
Yeah.
But whoever loses, they say they moving up too, so it don't even matter.
Bro, but that's like Benavidez fighting Morrell instead of Canelo. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it's not. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, and nobody's saying that's the wrong thing. We all want Canelo.
Morrell's a more dangerous fight than Canelo at this point in his career, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, but are you saying Boots is a harder fight than undisputed champion Charlo right now?
No. I'm saying
if Crawford beats Spence and moves up to fight Charlo, is he ducking Boots?
No, I'm saying that during this whole time they were trying to fight Earl Spence, right? So instead of going
exactly.
Earl Spence fight, you just take a detour. Hold up. So instead of PSK, right? So instead of fighting Earl Spence, you take a detour and fight a Boots Ennis instead, where there's no belts on the line. You're gonna get chump change fighting this kid. Instead of fighting the biggest payday in your whole life, Earl Spence. Does that make any sense to you?
No, but the premise here is that Boots said he was after the fight, but he had a route with the WBO and he didn't take it.
It wasn't mandatory when he left. It wasn't mandatory.
He removed himself from WBO to pursue the IBF.
It wasn't the mandatory yet.
And by the way, look, we all know all these fighters would fight each other if there was no managers and all these people in the way. But maybe most people don't believe he's ready. I don't know. Maybe they do believe that. I'm not going to speak for anybody.
He's definitely not ready for it. Well, he's ready now, I think, but he wasn't ready then.
He may or may not be ready, but I don't know. They say that
then, but he wasn't even the mandatory then, so it don't even matter when he.
Yeah, but he was if he really wanted to fight, where's the
all I'm saying is, even if they would have pressed the issue, I don't think Crawford and their team would ever went through with the fight.
They wouldn't even take it because
they wouldn't have made any sense, and you guys know it.
But that's hypothetical, right?
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, let's be real. Like, all I know is Crawford better win this damn fight. All this talk about him being the boogeyman, you better win this damn fight with Earl Spence, because now you're gonna look like Cap all these years saying about
that, man. Not for real.
Yeah.
It don't matter if he win or lose.
No, it doesn't matter. You can't say everybody's ducking you after all these years, and then you get to the biggest fight and you lose.
Like, on the other side of the street. When has Top Rank ever worked with PBC? Name a time.
I'm just saying. All these years you've been saying Fury Wilder has been ducking you. Fury
Wilder. Top Rank PBC.
And then where they do it? Everything was held on Showtime with PBC.
No, but it was a joint pay-per-view with ESPN.
That's why.
How many times did Earl Spence say he had to clean up his side of the street and then he was going to fight Crawford undisputed? He said that a million times.
Earl said that too.
And he's a man of his word, is he not?
No, but this gentleman just said when the top rank promoted PBC, I gave him an example. So what's his point?
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again, PSK.
No, so this gentleman, I don't know his name. He asked where did top rank work at PBC. I gave him an example. So what's his point?
Fury Wilder.
You said Fury Wilder. I said where was everything held?
Yeah, well, the first fight was on Showtime. Well, Fury was not with
all the contracts with the PBC.
The other two fights were with.
You want to know why?
Yeah, Showtime, then ESPN, and the final one was also.
He had the B-side fighter at the time, so it was like, okay, I think he can.
And the third fight was with Showtime.
He only do stuff if it's a major payday. Bob only do that was 3 fights. Bob got money off of. He's only.
Let's be real. The real hold up. The real holdup is because they didn't have the money for the fight because they didn't believe in their style.
Redbury, tell your homeboy to chill. I don't know what his point is. What's his point?
I don't know.
It was not a
what are you trying to say, Jackson? So why are you saying he's my homeboy? I don't even know this man.
I don't know. Don't call me.
No disrespect to Jackson, but I don't know this guy.
I don't know you either. I wouldn't want you to be called my homeboy.
Yeah, why are you guys just assuming because we're both hung? Never mind. Anyways,
I don't care about
they the Boogaloo boys.
I'm not interested.
They the Boogaloo boys.
I'm gonna let that. I'm not trying to do the race talk to now, but anyways, yeah, back to boxing. It's okay.
You know you like big Boogaloo boys.
Bro, I ain't white, so what the fuck are you talking about?
We got A-Dog in here. Let's let A-Dog. Are you ready to jump in, man?
Yeah, man. I think Rare Breed spot fucking on, to be honest. I just don't think PBC had the money until they had the Garcia Davis fight.
Right.
And then finally they could fucking financially fight.
Right. Right.
What do you mean?
They
just didn't have the money before. They had 1.2 million pay-per-view buys.
Right.
Okay.
Now Crawford and Spence are getting 8 figures each.
Was it 1.2? Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't closer to 800K?
Well, Showtime did 800K.
That's why I said Bob. Bob only got rich in the 2000s.
The zone, you got to add the zone to that too.
But it's not 1.2 million though.
Well, that's the zone's profit. Showtime 100% did 800K. That's way more money than they made in the past 12 months off whatever the fuck they did. What was their last pay-per-view before that? Planned Canelo 600K.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, man. 100%. They just didn't have the. They couldn't even guarantee Crawford a purse last summer.
Yeah, you remember the whole Paramount situation as well.
No, Crawford was trying to bring a hedge fund in, so that was the reason why he declined. It wasn't they couldn't offer him a guarantee.
I'm pretty sure that he took the $10 million from
money. That's what he said.
Whatever the fuck he fought Ebenezer on.
I had never heard nobody say that on trust back end money when that's where you get the most money.
What do you get the most money?
On the back end.
That's not true. Who told you that?
Yes, that is the back end. Earl and
where is this back end money? Tell me the figures.
So they would break it down with
hang on. For you to say that with such confidence, tell me the figures.
The back end is large. What are you talking about?
All right, let PSK go in, man.
No. So go on. Give me the numbers. So go on. Who made what in back end money?
I don't know the numbers, bro. The back end is always bigger.
You're making a hypothetical.
You don't know their back end. They don't never put back end numbers out. What the fuck?
No. So they pay things.
Anybody ever? They put the purse out.
That's why they don't need PBC.
They don't put the back end.
How do you know he's getting? How do you know he's getting money on the back end? What are we talking about?
How do you qualify that statement?
Where's the source?
You get the back end because he's on his own promotional company, so you get it all the way down to the fucking ticket, bruh.
Did they call you and tell you, hey, by the way, Jackson, you're giving him money on the back end?
Yeah, how do you qualify what you're saying?
Provide evidence.
Yeah,
provide evidence. Devin Haney got back end money. What are we talking about?
You're not providing evidence. You're just saying another fighter got more money on the back end. That doesn't answer anything.
Well, how do you know? How do you know?
That is his own promotional company.
Give us some sort of fucking reference. Some frame of reference. Something.
How do you know?
Give a fighter that has got money off the back end, you know
Let's
for
see
a
his
fact.
contract.
Because you don't
How do you know?
Because you don't know. That's why.
How do you know?
If you think fighters
You
don't
have
get
no
back
idea
their
what you're
money,
talking about, sir.
How do you know,
Sir, you have
Jackson?
no idea what you're talking about.
Why do you think
You're just
Crawford
talking
waited for the
just to talk.
guarantee?
All right.
Why?
Hey, bro.
Why did you
Jackson's
think
a
Crawford
retard,
waited
bro.
for the guarantee?
they're
Why?
doing everything like Floyd. Did Floyd only leave with his purse money?
Oh man.
Yes.
No, he didn't. You sound dumb.
Yes.
Why do you think
No, he
Floyd is
didn't.
fighting exhibition fights right now?
Yes.
He's bankrupt.
Floyd fighting exhibition fights.
Popcorn.
He's
You make it
bankrupt.
Why
all the
is
way down to
Floyd
the popcorn.
fighting exhibition fights right now?
Yes,
Why?
they partner. They partner.
No.
They
Answer
get
my question. Why is
percentage of
Floyd
everything.
fighting exhibition fights right now? Why?
You said, why is he fighting exhibition fights?
Yes, you heard the question.
It's easy money,
I mean,
Dane.
Jesus.
Why wouldn't he?
It's easy money, Dane.
If you go
There you
If he
go.
has so much money, why would he put his body
Yeah.
through that? Why?
He would be running a business, wearing a business suit, three-piece suit.
So
doing
now,
some-
wait a
some-
minute, hold on a second. Now, first and foremost,
Who the
you
fuck
mad
did
that he make money too? That sounds like you mad at the assumption that Floyd Mayweather is responsible with his money.
We know Floyd ain't hurting, so don't even do that. We know Floyd. We know.
I don't know about that.
We know he ain't.
I don't know about that.
Floyd's money, Floyd's money, not your money, right?
He's not.
You know Floyd's money, not your
We
money,
don't
right?
even know.
How do
He's
you
the
know, bro?
richest athlete ever.
He knows.
How do you know, bro?
He's the richest athlete ever.
How do you know? How do you know his
Michael
sponsors are
Jordan,
hurting,
right?
bro?
Yeah.
Look it up
More
on
than
Floyd.
Michael Jordan.
Look it up
More than
on Floyd.
Cristiano Ronaldo. More than Lionel Messi. Yeah.
No.
Right?
Floyd is a
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah, man. Floyd made money, but like, what boxer? Can
Floyd
compare
made
to Floyd now?
money. Floyd was the highest paid.
What
He made
boxer
money.
compares to
So,
Floyd
so,
now?
so Floyd
Hey,
had more
y'all.
money than Michael Jordan.
Hey,
right?
y'all, Floyd made money, money.
Who gonna say he wasn't?
Do you know
No,
what
Floyd
money
wasn't.
is?
Floyd was a
Floyd
baller.
was.
Like, who
Floyd made
he
compares to him
wasn't.
now?
most
On the back end. What were you talking about on the back end?
Nobody still touches his number.
No, the back end. That's some dumbass shit that he's supposed to say in
You
PBC
get
that
money
you
on
heard.
the back
And
end.
you're just
If you
repeating,
don't get
bro.
What does the
money,
back end mean?
The lie.
What does
Off
that
the
mean?
back
The
end.
back
He's a hell of a fighter.
tickets.
Bro, I've never heard of Floyd getting money on the back end.
What are you talking about?
I've never heard it.
That's
what I'm
No,
talking
bro. You didn't know. You don't know, bro. Floyd made
And
money.
no one else has heard it but you.
You think they don't get a piece on
Floyd
that?
made money.
You think you don't
A
get a
piece
piece
I've
on
never
that?
heard about it being significant.
You think you don't get a piece of that?
Oh, I
if
think
it's-
Floyd
if
got
it's
his shit
promotional company?
guaranteed, man.
How do you know he does? How do you know he does?
Why wouldn't he? If you have a promotional
How do you
company,
know he does?
that's what you do.
Hey,
You
bro.
promote
How do you know he
fights,
does?
dummy. If you're
How do you know he does, bro?
why wouldn't you?
How do you
Why the
know
fuck
he
are you
does,
talking
bro?
about Floyd?
Answer the question, man. All right. I think there's a question from Never Sober. Ask the question, please.
How do you know he does? How do you know he gets his back end money? Where's your evidence, dude? Where's your evidence is that his contract says that he
You
gets
can
his
look it up.
back end money?
They definitely talk about it. You can look it up.
They talk about it.
Floyd got an interview talking about
But
everything.
you haven't seen that on paper enough, right?
Floyd got an interview talking about how he broke it all the way down to the popcorn.
Can you look it up for us?
What you mean? What you mean where?
In the
What you
chat,
mean,
can
where?
you
Look it up.
forward us the information?
Look it up.
Why don't you forward us a link?
Look it up. Look it up.
Can you look it up for us?
I'm not your fucking Google search.
Why not?
Look it up.
You're the one bringing up the argument. I mean, I've never heard of this shit
If you
either.
think I'm lying, go
Yeah, I've
prove I'm
never heard of
wrong.
any of. What are you talking about?
Go prove
Provide
I'm wrong.
evidence. Why don't you just share a link? Just it's easy. Just
Why do
press
I
the
have to
button
share a
on the
link?
computer.
Go look it up.
Yeah, we're the ones that are stupid and not talking about evidence-based anything. So
The fuel
Yeah.
to prove me wrong. If I'm lying, prove me wrong. If I'm lying, prove me wrong.
You're the one that's saying all this shit.
If I'm
Provide
lying, prove
evidence.
me wrong.
Provide
If I'm
evidence,
saying
my
this,
friend.
Prove
go
it
look
wrong.
it up and be like, oh,
Fuck Floyd. He doesn't even
he's
fight
wrong or
professionally
he's
anymore.
right.
Why are we even
No,
talking?
look, check it out. I'm saying, oh, look, hold on, look. Hold on, Jackson, look. Now I'm going to say that he doesn't make that money on the back end. Prove me wrong. Go do your research.
Man, Floyd made money.
In the video.
Who gives a fuck?
You're right,
What were we talking about before this?
If you think they ain't making money off
my
the pay-per-view, you're fucking tripping. Why would I be on pay-per-view if I'm not getting a piece of it? What the fuck? What don't even make sense? They're watching
Obviously,
me.
he
They're
made
watching
money on the
me,
back
dummy.
end, bro. I don't think it was as much as he was guaranteed.
They're watching me, dummy. What are you talking about?
What
Why
are you
wouldn't I
talking
get a
about?
piece
No one
of
agrees with you
everything?
for fuck, bro. You're
They
sitting
have
on
their
your
own
ass.
promotional companies. Why do you think they signed to their own promotional companies? Why do you think they're doing that?
Mayweather to PBC.
Yes. He's the one
Yeah,
on
because,
PBC.
yeah, bro.
He was
obviously,
with
everyone
Mayweather
knows what he
Promotions.
stole, man. He made money.
Mayweather Promotions.
He made
Al
money.
Hamer was Al Heyman was just his advisor.
Hey, what was the
they
percentage of the back end? Hey, since you know about the back end, what was the percentage of the back end?
They don't tell back end numbers.
What was the percentage?
You don't tell back end numbers. You only tell what they got in the purse.
I didn't say numbers. I said percentage.
You don't. They don't put no. That's numbers. They don't put numbers out.
Percentage, not
why
how
would
many,
I know the
not dollars, not a dollar amount.
Why would I know the fucking percentage of what they get on the back end?
You said they get back end money. Who
they
gets
get back end money?
Who gets the most?
I don't know
back end money.
I'm not in the room.
Fighters get the most back end money.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's why Crawford didn't sign it, because he didn't know either. That's why Crawford didn't sign it, because he didn't know either, because they wouldn't give him the percentage.
He said, I don't trust back end money.
Bro.
That's exactly what he said.
Understand,
He said, I don't trust back end money.
Right now.
So why did, if they don't get back end money, why did Crawford say, I don't trust back end money? Because back end money is a thing in boxing.
They wouldn't tell him what percent he would get. On the back end, they wouldn't. They weren't transparent on that. They weren't transparent on that. There's no way to predict how much the fight would sell. What are you trying to even argue?
I'm not. What are you arguing? You guys are arguing.
Why are you stuck on numbers?
Man, people don't get back numbers. People don't get
Jackson. Mayweather made a lot of money, right?
I don't trust the back end money. So why wouldn't he trust the back end money if people don't get back end money?
Because there was no
a lot of fighters
there was no transparency.
They know
he could get the back end. He could give them $1 for all they care. And then Errol Spence.
That's why they do the back end. That's why they do the back end.
Percentage? What's the percentage?
I'm supposed to know the percentages.
This ain't even a debate. Everyone's fucking hypothetical.
Fucking idiot.
Like Spence vs. Crawford's happening right now. What's going on with that?
Like,
I thought we were speaking before the counted. My bad.
I wrote up the contract.
I got a question for you, Jackson. Though I've got a question for you. Are any of these fighters that you love that are making all this money publicly trading? They're publicly trading, so you can buy stock in them. That's why you're so obsessed with how much money they're making. The only reason I'm obsessed with how much companies are making is because I own stock in those companies. Now, do these fighters have some stock that you're proud of that is doing really well? Are you making money off of these people?
He's not. He's not making money off of them.
Why the fuck do you care so much about what another man makes? I don't understand this obsession. I don't understand this obsession with why with how much these other people make.
That's just who they are, dude. Like
their portfolio isn't growing any. I don't understand what your obsession with these.
They live vicariously through them. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of fucking time bringing this up for
I kind of like Jackson. Jackson's kind of hilarious.
I know.
Jackson, are you 12? What's wrong with you?
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. All right, guys. We're not in the show. It's been more than 2 hours. But I want to thank everybody, and all of you guys should jump back again. All right, it was exciting. Take care, man. Take care, guys. All right, everybody in the chat. Well, was quite a show. We got some different points of view, and that's what we want. I know some people don't like that, but I think it's better when we don't all agree on the same thing, on the same things. So there's no fights tomorrow because I don't consider Clarissa Shields a fight. But we might have a show on Sunday. For sure, we're going to have a show on Monday and Tuesday because it's a big fight weekend. It's Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. So we're going to have a bunch of shows for that fight. That's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the BDA Gaming channel. We have a video game channel now. If you guys are into video games, you're going to like this channel, BDA Gaming. We also have a Discord for that channel, so check those out in the description. And we have the Second Renaissance channel where we talk about politics, social issues, etc. Check that out. And yep, Evan Deere is asking when are we gonna stream again on BDA Gaming? Probably tomorrow. Why not? We'll try to stream tomorrow. Actually, we'll try to get that chivalry multiplayer game going. I gotta contact everybody. See if we can get that happening. Anyways, guys, have a good night.
Friday. For today, anything goes. Thank you for your cooperation.
chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
I'm going to bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. There's got to be better.